Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. We are the Wrestling for Life Network, and it's going to be a fun one. It's Wednesday. So, of course, we got AEW Dynamite on tap tonight. Lots to talk about, lots to get into. The night is stacked. There's so much going on this Wednesday, but we're going to get into it all, folks. We're going to be here for all the reaction to all the action. It's going to be a fun one, so make sure you strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream, and we are looking forward to AEW Dynamite tonight. What does Tony Khan have for us? What will we get? A whole lot of stuff going on this one. But welcome, 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 folks. You got Hump Day in the books. We are ready to cap it off with a little bit of wrestling. Get in that chat. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Let us know what's on your wrestling mind. Don't forget to click all those little buttons, including those little reaction hearts. Apparently, the algorithm likes them, so click them. Give us some love. Help us massage that algorithm and get the show rolling, folks. I want to see triple digits in here tonight, but for the next couple hours, we're going to talk Dynamite. As always, on a Wednesday, I promise everybody when I show up, we're going to start with hope. We're going to start with optimism. We're in good spirits. And like I said, this card tonight is not lacking intrigue as far as what is on paper. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot here, a lot to talk about, a lot to get into, but we will do that all night long. But I will take a second to remind everybody, I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and I'm happy to be back with everybody again. We are back at it all week long, and as I always say, we watch more live wrestling than anybody else out there. So be a part of the family. If you're new here, click that subscribe. Join us. Don't forget, we get a little busy, so the super chats, the super stickers, make sure you use those if you want to stand out. Become a member. Get yourself a t-shirt like Scott did. Be a part of the family. We appreciate it. We really do. But let's get into this card a little bit here tonight. Let's talk about what they have on tap as far as all the events. Lots of matches, lots of other side things, but we're going to get the an eliminator match, which we've debated on this channel already a couple times. Swerve Strickland will take on Brian Cage in an eliminator match. I don't know why we're getting the title eliminator tonight during this. We already have a number one contender. You guys can let me know in the chat. How do you feel about it? I think at last check, by the way, if anybody was curious, we're down to 58%. So only 58% of the people currently here or that have voted are sitting excited for Dynamite tonight. Should be a little higher than that. It should be. Let's go. But yeah, how do you feel about this? Strickland hasn't felt overly important, hasn't felt the way I think a champion should. Again, there's a lot of debate about it, but his early days as champion have been a little lackluster. Mid-card matches, weird angles, getting beat up and knocked out more than he looks like a superstar. And I get it. People are going to say, well, that's part of the story. They're knocking him down. But you kind of want him to look cool, new and shiny for a little bit, no? That's my take on it. Like, again, eventually the babyface is going to take an ass whooping. But let's be real. Let's be fair. He didn't even come out of the gate other than a couple of matches that we didn't really need. We got to make our champion feel special, and I don't know if they're doing that right now. But I do see that chat going. Keep it coming, folks. We got lots to talk about here tonight. So Okada against Dax for the Continental Championship. Very interesting match. Nobody thinks Dax going to win this one. Anybody? Somebody? We might not get a finish, though. This could help build anarchy in the arena. A lot of speculation. I think I've already seen it in the chat here tonight. Lots of speculation. Who is going to replace Eddie Kingston? Some people think it's going to be Sammy Guevara. Some people think it might be Hangman. It will be very interesting. My argument is if it's Sammy Guevara, Is that worse? Does that help this match at all? If you go from having Eddie Kingston involved, and I know there's a lot of naysayers of Eddie Kingston out there, but at least the guy's a heart and soul guy, brings some energy, brings some gusto. Sammy Guevara taking Eddie Kingston's place to me is a big drop off in the who gives a shit pool. What else we got tonight? Swerve Brian Cage, we talked about that one. The Young Bucks, Matt Nick Jackson, against Christopher Daniels and Matt Sydal. Very interesting booking. We talked about this on the weekend. I thought, because we got a little package for Scorpio Sky. So I thought it would make a little more sense if it was going to be Scorpio Sky, Christopher Daniels, you bring them back together. The new champions, the Young Bucks can, kind of shit on and get a W over the first ever AEW champions. But it's going to be Matt Sydal. So on paper, this may be the part where people circle for, said bathroom break. Young Bucks against Daniels and Sydal doesn't exactly scream overly exciting. Another eliminator match, by the way. So 2 eliminator matches tonight, a title match, and a grudge match. We also have the Blackpool Combat Club taking on Kyle Fletcher and Jeff Cobb. Now, Jeff Cobb, I'm excited to see Jeff Cobb. I think everyone out there would agree with me on that. Jeff Cobb's a great talent. It's fun to have him around. But you already have a Don Callis family. Is Jeff Cobb taking Hobbs' spot? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's really weird. But can't really complain. Fletcher and Cobb are going to be fun. Moxley, Danielson, maybe Moxley gets pulled into Anarchy in the Arena. Last I checked, he doesn't really have a challenger, opponent, or a rival. Maybe that works. And then, like I said, last but not least, of course, we are getting the grudge match of all matches. Did y'all even know Tony Storm and Harley Cameron were in a beef? I know they've crossed paths a little bit lately, but come on. Grudge match? What is the grudge? How long has this grudge been standing? Is it a long-standing issue? Have you hated each other for years? What? How did we get here? But I guess, last I checked, Tony Storm was going to fight Serena Deeb. So a grudge match 2 weeks before, 2 episodes, 2 Dynamites before the pay-per-view, having a grudge match with Harley. Why? Again, it's this overuse of your champions. It's putting your champions in there too often with things that are insignificant. I'm all for a working champion, but let's put him in stuff that matters. A grudge match with Harley Cameron, is that floating anybody's boat? I'll wait. But with all that being said, my ramblings, we're about halfway through the pre-show. I got about 6 minutes left, so more than halfway. Before the start of Dynamite, let me say hello to the people. Let me say hello to the chat. Hope everyone out there is wonderful. As always, be a friend, tell a friend. I want to see triple digits in this chat tonight. And as always, on a Wednesday, I will repeat, we start with hopium. We start excited. We want all the good things. We want everything that I just listed to go well. And that's where we start this. We'll see how it goes, but we really, really hoping for a good Dynamite. My humble estimation is we've only had 3 solid Dynamites in 2024. And, we're pushing almost mid-year here. So it has not been a banner 2024 for AEW Dynamite. Maybe tonight's the night we could do something good with it. Damien, good to see you. Always looking forward to some stuff. Okada Dax, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about it. And I will actually put up a poll real quick. And that one. So yeah, apparently only 58% of you guys are excited about the show tonight. Thank you for tuning in here, even though you might not be excited for Dynamite. And as we always say, the wrestling might suck. We never do. I'm going to put up a poll real quick about that match. I want to see what everyone thinks. Are you excited about Dax and... Here's the thing, and if I'm the only one in here that feels this way, by all means, let me know. If you don't agree, give me your 2 cents. I'm all ears. I don't feel there's a great rivalry here. And I don't mean Okada Dax. What I mean is FTR, the Elite. It once upon a time had something. When they first rolled up on AEW, FTR could have done a lot of things. FTR and Young Bucks could have done a lot of things. But for my money, it never came to be. Now, we talked about the Young Bucks dodging FTR. We're pouty because FTR were more over. Then we talked about how, they end up dropping the titles to another tag team. Eventually, the titles work their way to FTR, and then the Young Bucks run off to the Trios division, which they've all but collapsed as well. So, yeah, I don't like this Anarchy in the Arena match. I don't know. Like, I felt like if you were going to tell this story of this real big takeover, you needed more time. And to me, this shows that the whole storyline ends up being rushed. That they did this too quick. It was on a whim. It was because Punk went on an interview, so they had to find an excuse to put out the tape. Then the tape went bad, so they had to write it into the storyline. I just feel like this has way more legs has a lot more possibility and way more legs than what they're utilizing it for. So I don't know. It's flat to me. And maybe that's because it's the Bucks. Maybe because Okada, to me, is in the wrong role. Maybe because FTR isn't what they used to be. I don't know. You guys can let me know out there. Looking forward to the Rainmaker. Okada got that one. Big Nick reminding everybody that go to the Discord. He promises he won't yell at you. But yeah, go join us in the Discord. Good to see Big Nick. Hope he's doing well tonight. TK is announced there will be an overrun tonight. I did see that. So yeah. And I think the wording was like substantial overrun or large overrun, or I don't know. We're going to get an overrun. I don't know why we can't just have an overrun and not know. Then we get surprised. Oh, shit, we're not going off the air. We're sticking with it. But you already told us. So I don't know. Lots of AEW and WB talks lately as well. So that's intriguing unto itself. And we will see what happens with that new rights deal. Alexis, good to see you. Tonight is NFL schedule release day. Ooh. No, that's fair enough. Let's go. But good to see you, Alexa. Welcome back. Juan, good to see you as well. Tony Khan's neck brace will be on sale at the merch stands. They should have little TK ones with like little emblems. I would totally sell them. Let's go. See how many people in the fans rock a neck brace. I want to see fans wear the neck brace. There you go. I'm right with you, by the way, Juan. Roddy, good to see you. The Brave is sold better than the product. Brave sold better than the product. Take you. But good to see you, Roddy. Robert, dang it. Sammy Guevara will... there you go. Sammy Guevara will replace Eddie Kingston. Robert, how do you feel about that? That's my question. If Sammy's getting into this situation, how do we feel about it? Are we happy? Does it work? Are we losing some of that emotion? Another guy that, where I just talked that this rivalry feels a little flat. Eddie brings a spark everywhere he goes. Just have to add gas. Ask him. He'll run around with the gas can. So if you get Sammy instead of Eddie, is it one more kind of knock on the situation? Is it another like, oh, fuck, this could be better? That's my worry. That's my take on it. As we should be starting any moment, ladies and gentlemen. I will get to this chat and say hello quickly, but I see Rocco, Michael, Daniel, good to see you. Eric Tate, Steve G, more Daniel, Richard Jr., always a crazy pleasure. Joe, how you doing? How you doing? Christian, welcome. Chris Arcane, I will get to these comments. I'm getting my warning, so I'm about to get the start of Dynamite. And here we go. Wow, we're kicking it right off. BCC, Fletcher and Cobb already in the ring, wasting no time. And here comes Jon Moxley. I guess Danielson's getting his own entrance. Remember, they used to be in a faction together. Are they still in a faction together? Is that a thing? Is it happening? I don't know. But here comes Mox with his other company championship. What's up, Trey? Good to see you. Good to see you. Jake, the aerial assassin, welcome on back. Boston, always a pleasure, sir. Hope you are doing well. Still hate your name. Steve G, how you doing? How you doing? C Money, welcome back. Welcome back. Knoxville, what's up? What's up? How is everyone doing on this wonderful Wednesday night? How you feeling out there? You ready to go? Are you excited about Dynamite? What do you want to see tonight? What are you hoping for? Is it just good matches? Are you hoping for some story? What do you hope to see? But let me see. So 66% of the poll basically said they are not excited for Dax versus Okada. That's unfortunate, but I can understand why. And I think that's fair criticism, guys. Oh, and Fletcher and Cobb jumping Moxley. So the show has begun. The jump starts have come with it. So who do you got, folks? Who do you got? As we are not wasting any time. And here comes Danielson, waits for his entrance, but he's running. There you go. There you go. There you go. A wild start to Dynamite tonight, Tony. But we are off and running. Damien, good to see you. Daniel Price, good to see you. All right, let me scroll back up. And as this match goes, we still got the music going. The match has not started. If anyone's wondering, this is just Carnage for fun. The crowd's into it. They're loud. Good start, I guess. We're definitely starting with energy. Looking forward to it. I don't know. Word. Can't wait to see the Ocho, the Painmaker, La Champion, the Learning Tree, Lionheart, the Demo God, Y2J. My God, he has meant too many nicknames. Yeah, and you can kind of sum it all up with just garbage. But, hey, we will get our obligatory Jericho segment at some point. The gentlemen are still fighting. As Danielson laying waste to Cobb. Music still playing. The match has not started. The crowd's into it. Yeah, a little party going on to kick this one off. Holy cow, it's Wednesday already. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Michael, good to see you. I love the CM Punk pack. Oh, running knee. So does this match get thrown out? Oh, now the match starts. The music stops. So Danielson in control. Fletcher's been incapacitated on the floor. And Cobb and Danielson are now officially starting this match. I just thought the match was going to get thrown out after that much of a brawl. Hello? Is it me? Oh, wait, what did you say? I'm ready for KJ. Dynamite always ends up being a disappointment. You bite your tongue, sir. We're optimistic. Starts off with some chaos tonight. I don't know what that means, but we're definitely an interesting start to this match. So right now, Moxley and Danielson have the advantage because Fletcher's still out of it. And Moxley just shoving his thumb into Cobb's eye. Poor Cobb taking a beating. Drop kick to the knee. Glad Tony Khan was found guilty, KJ. It was an open and shut case, Daniel. Open and shut case. We might have to run it back and do TK number 2. We got more court cases coming your way, folks. We got lots to put on trial. Shit, we even got Brian Last bringing up we need a wrestling court. So even he knows what's up, but we got a lot to put on the docket for sure. What's up, Knoxville? The overrun's going to feel like 3 hours. I hope not. Young Bucks just mailing it in ever since being in AEW. I wish they'd be like the New Japan. But Steve G, here's the thing. I'm very aware of the work they did, but I think people got it twisted. Yeah, they're good. And yes, I do agree. There is a level of mailing it in. I think a lot of wrestlers come to AEW and mail it in. As Cobb manages to get a tag to Fletcher, who starts working Moxley. Moxley doesn't sell, he just staggers. But yeah, the Young Bucks were like those middle card guys. They were always around better talent. So I think that kind of conflated their ego and made them think more of themselves, that delusion of grandeur. And I do think we talk about it. The Kenny Omega that we get in New Japan is better and different than the Kenny Omega we get in AEW. And I don't know if that's just a coincidence, but to me, there feels like a rhyme and reason to it. And part of it feels like, there's a money mark being milked. Right? We watched Moxley won that title, the New Japan title, the IWGP. And that match was phenomenal. It was my favorite match, my favorite Mox match I had seen in months, weeks, years. You pick it. It had been a hot minute since I really liked the Jon Moxley match. But he doesn't really work the same. He doesn't sell the same here. Right? He just kind of goes through the motions here. Speaking of that, he goes into the armbar. So right now, I'm confused. The baby faces have been all over the heels. When the heels try and battle from under, the crowd boos. But it's been all team babyface, technically. Welcome to AEW. Substantial overrun. Sounds like 15 minutes. Interesting. I'm predicting some sort of backstage attack or brawl to open the show tonight. You were close. You were close, Michael. You were close. We had a brawl start the match as Fletcher and Cobb jumped Mox, and then they just fought with the music on for like 7 minutes, and then the match started. Danielson coming down over the back of Kyle Fletcher. We go into picture-in-picture, ladies and gentlemen. I will remind you, make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, click those little emojis, give us some love. Let's see if we can get this to triple digits. We're flirting with it already tonight, but I want triple digits in this chat. So be a friend, tell a friend, take this link, share it with anybody that loves wrestling, and let us know what you're feeling tonight. The Freebird feeling some Mox. Let's go. Because Moxley is too much of a badass to sell. But that's it. Like, it feels situational, though. Because I really think, like, if you're in a different atmosphere and you're expected to sell, especially for some big names, you do the job. And I've seen Moxley sell more. I mean, it's almost like here he doesn't have to do it. I'm just the guy. I whip everyone's ass. I don't get hurt. That's what it kind of feels like. Mox no selling is funny. It's hilarious sometimes. And when he just sits around, he's kind of bitter. I see those triple digits. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. No, keep Sammy away. Real. I'm with you, buddy. Now, I will put this out to the chat. Who do you think should replace Eddie Kingston? Right now, I got 76% of the people voting for the BCC as I close off that one. Who should replace Eddie Kingston? Okay, let's say Sammy Guevara is a terrible idea, which is probably means it's the idea we're going to get. But who do you got? Who do you put in that place? Jeff Cobb won't work in AEW. Would you mean he won't work? Like he's not the right type of guy. They won't know how to deal with him or book him, or he won't work there because he doesn't want to. Let me know. Let me know, Steve. Shark Boy will replace Eddie Kingston. We could hope. We could hope. What's up? What's up? Yeah, we are in picture. Right now, it looks like Cobb is in control of Moxley, so the heels have finally got some control here. I loved Mariah May versus Harley Cameron. That was actually the grudge match. That was more of the grudge match than the one we're getting tonight, and I thought that was a good match. So, I mean, the good news is if you put talented athletes in the ring, they can give us a good match. I think at times we're not doing that, and B, we're not doing it enough. Like we're not, especially in the women's division, we're not highlighting the right women, and there is a lot of talent there. There really is. It gets ratings. That's why. What gets ratings? Context is king, Chris. I'm excited for Dax and Okada. Should be a solid match. I don't know. I haven't loved Okada. Even like New Japan Okada. Like don't get me wrong. Not that like I hate the guy or I'm not, completely naive to Okada. I just struggle with Okada a little bit. Especially again, AEW Okada doesn't feel the same. We'll see. Maybe it's a good match. Maybe I'm surprised. I don't know. I'd like to be pleasantly surprised on this one, Boston, for sure. Okada versus Dax will be good, but it feels out of nowhere. And Dax being a tag team guy screams no way he's winning. So it's a title match just for one. 100%. That is part of it. Like, and again, just thinking outside the box, and maybe because you want to save it, but you just added Eddie Kingston and you just added Daniel Bryan, who are singles competitors. So if you wanted a singles match to help build the anarchy in the arena, would that not be it? Also, if we're going to have some type of angle at some point, I mean, Brian's here. Brian's busy. Brian's with his faction. So it's a little bit twisted right now. Kind of confused why the poll is lopsided and people not wanting to see that match. Again, I just don't know if there's any hype, any buzz, any like, to me, is it going to be a banger? I don't know. I think there's a real indifference to a lot of what involves the elite right now. As both men are down, the crowd's clapping. Moxley with the hilarious tag. Danielson to the top, drop kick to Cobb, and a nibble. What do we got? I didn't realize how serious Eddie's injury was. Damn, I hope he gets well soon. I like Eddie. Listen, I know Eddie's highly debated. He's polarizing for sure. I think that Eddie's a great talent. I think Eddie's not used properly. And I think you could do a lot with Eddie. But, T's and P's, I hope he's all right. Again, like I said, he was kind of a spark plug to a pretty dull situation. So I was happy that at least he was going to bring energy to this anarchy situation. I don't know now. As we're getting kicks on Cobb. Pal, good to see ya. Bring back Sammy. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Are you interested in Strong versus Ospreay face to face? Not a lot. Damian, yeah, not bad. The thing about this is, no matter what happens leading up to it, I know the payoff's going to be really good. And this is where, again, Tony gets a bit of a mulligan as a booker, because you put Roddy and Will in the ring, they're going to bang. We're going to get a really, really good match of Double or Nothing. I'll be shocked if it isn't. But everything you booked and all the angle you tried to make with this, and again, mixed emotions about Will Ospreay fighting for this particular title. Cobb standing over Brian right now. Wesley, good to see ya. KJ, you think they should start with Swerve first? They could have. I mean, I like highlighting the champion. We see it on other shows quite a bit where the champion has a big presence. You make them important. You make them stand out. Again, being that the matches are all kind of meaningless, why not? What's up, Jordan? How you doing? Kofi match on Monday was a fight before the bell rang too. Okay, real. It happens. But I would argue, if I'm going to be picky here, because I didn't need to be, but if I'm going to be picky, I think that's probably the one time we got it that night. We'll probably get it multiple times tonight. It's all about how much you're delivering it, why you're delivering it. But yeah, at the end of the day, that's one of the go-tos of a tribalist is, oh, but they did it. So it doesn't make your both two wrongs don't make a right. What are we doing? This is quite a commotion to start the show. Yeah, it was. All right, let me scroll back down. If I missed your comment, remember we got the super chat, super stickers. Get in there. Let me know what you're thinking. So big question is, what will TK do now since the NBA moved out of TNT? Status quo. 2. Crowd's into it. The crowd's got a good amount of energy tonight. You clearly missed the intro reel. What is more funny is the people that are already defensive, that are already sitting on their heels like, oh, they're going to make fun of me. No, man, we start every week with optimism. We start every week with hope. And if you only want to pick out certain sentences, selective hearing is a thing, man, but that's all we can do. KJ, I'm going to come at you strong off the rip. I'm a casual viewer of AEW. Sell me on this match. No. What the fuck should I care about this match? I don't know. Danielson is in a rivalry in another storyline. Don Callis' family is technically tied up with other situations. Moxley has no rival. Cobb just got here to replace Hobbs, I think. It's hard to sell you on it, and that's the game we're playing. It's been a fun match. It's been a really good match, entertainment-wise. Some silly spots, but big knee, down goes Cobb. And there you go. That was one of the best Death Riders I've seen in a hot minute. It's over. When was the last time the Don Callis family got a W of substance? But yeah, BCC wins, folks. The BCC win. The WWE's new era should go on trial. That's too young, too early. We just started. We just kicked it off. And again, I know how you feel, Steve. But again, it takes a level of wow, Takeshita dropping Moxley. All right, I like that. Cobb beating up Daniel. All right. Fletcher helping. But yeah, too early. Too early. And here comes Cesaro with the fuck does he have? What does he have? Is that a crowbar? A giant crowbar. Claudio's to the ring to save the day. Bring back Sammy for what? To being an unsafe spot monkey. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel Sammy any way, shape, or form. I'm with you. KJ, I agree with you about Omega. Also, I mean, again, Omega goes to New Japan. He rips the building down, and it's all about his pride, and it's about respect, and it's about the culture. It's more than just we're acting. And I just feel like he's so much better. He's so dialed in. Mox no selling is funny. All right, let's scroll down a little bit. Mox landed on the outside. Well, BCC get the win. They look like a unified front. They look like they're in a rivalry. Are they doing Anarchy in the Arena with Cal's family? No, that's not happening. Okay, sorry, confused. Crowbar to the ring. He doesn't just set the crowbar, he is the crowbar. Acme crowbar. There you go. There you go. Big cheer for the BCC. Callis family leaves except Dawn, who's still at commentary. Callis is definitely a slime ball. That's why he plays such a fucking heel, because he's just naturally a slime ball. Did you hear the story about Tiffany Stratton and Jade? I feel like this is a joke. No, I haven't heard that. As we are with Swerve right now in a package, showing them on TMZ Sports, doing the media rounds. Right. Cobb, the Bronson of AEW. I want to see Cobb and Bronson go one-on-one. Great backdrop. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Danny D, good to see you. Welcome. That's it. We got 120 almost. Let's go, folks. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Click those little buttons. Let's see if we can get to 150 here tonight. We'll see how greedy we can get after that. But let's see if we get to 150. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Take this link. Drop it anywhere they are talking about wrestling and let them know about the Wrestling Utopia, the wrestling friends you can't find in your real life. And here comes Edge. Good match. It was a fun match, Eric. I didn't love the beginning, being picky, being a little critical. Didn't love how they started it, because it just, once you fight for so long, doesn't the match just get thrown out? You can't just, oh, wow. Brody King and Buddy Matthews jumping Edge. See, this is why you don't do the jump in the first segment, my friend. I know somebody got a little defensive, but that's where I would just go into a match for the first segment, and then you have the jump angle for this segment. Just being picky, but not everybody should get jumped. Crowbar in the ring. That's industrial size pry bar. Truck drivers carry them all the time. There you go. Fun facts with Big Dog. Malachi sauntering down to the ring. Brody grabbing some chairs. Takeshita, look, yeah, he goes with those blowouts. Those big poof. Do you remember the 90s? What were those fucking pants called? Callis and Slam Ball got that one. My prediction is the BCC versus Don Callis family, blood and guts. So, Brandon, again, here, that's my concern is just it's a lot of, so Danielson's going to be in Anarchy in the Arena, and then a couple weeks later, with a different group of people, he's going to be in Blood and Guts. Like, I don't know, man. I wish Takeshita was used more. Takeshita's outstanding. I like him so much, but Malachi's got a mic. Kabar. I did not. Not enjoying this episode. We just started. Byron, for those who said I tuned in upset and angry, yeah, we just started. Give it a chance. The AEW Championship looks amazing. Beautiful title. I don't mind it. I know people get caught up in the belts. I don't so much. I don't mind the AEW belt, but what are they doing? Are they took his wedding ring? Brody chokes out Edge and they take his wedding ring? Or is it just a skull ring? I don't. The commentators don't know what he's doing. He's checking it out like he wants to pawn it. Puts it in his pocket. Anybody? Somebody? What's up, Kevin? How you doing? There you go. We got grunting. Now they're lining up chairs on each side of his head. Kyle O'Reilly for the save. So, all right, I'm gonna hold it. And Brody King absolutely decimates Kyle O'Reilly. It's my favorite part of the segment is Brody King looking like a badass. This is where I caution AEW and Tony and trying to figure shit out. You have a brawl to start the first match. You have an aftermath of that match. People run out to save, like, Cesaro runs out to make the save. We go to the next segment. Someone else gets jumped. And now we just got a 3. Wow. That was rude. A triple drop kick onto chairs into the turnbuckle. Edge has been annihilated, ladies and gentlemen. They have taken the man out. Edge got mugged. So, yeah, that's my criticism. It's just, again, does it ruin the show? No, but if you want to try and make the show a little better, it helps, right? What's up, Danisha? How you doing? Parachute pants. Thank you, sir. Completely jumped my mind there for a second. Edge is out. Nobody's helping him. The commentators are beside themselves. 2 jumps in the... Yeah, see, that's my criticism. Spread it out. KJ, should the Bucks and Omega have some kind of interaction every week? Maybe not every week. But again, you kind of see what they're doing with CM Punk and Drew, right? Like, oh, I just missed him. I'm going to go cut a promo. Oh, I'm up here. Now I'm down there. There are creative ways to kind of continue the storytelling. But right now, we are going to, last Saturday, New Japan Strong Resurgence, where Eddie Kingston was injured. But Jack Perry did come out. So is the injury tie in to Jack Perry and the Young Bucks? Or is he legitimately out? House of Black getting a push. They're getting some love. And again, I think maybe that has something to do with Edge. Edge wanting to work with somebody like Malachi Black. Maybe Edge sees a little bit of himself in a guy like Malachi Black. I like it. I'm a fan of Malachi Black. You've heard me on many nights, pissing and moaning about the House of Black not getting any love, particularly Malachi. All right, so there it is. Eddie Kingston taken out by the Bucks and Jack. And here are the Elite. I hope Willow and Mercedes will main event the pay-per-view. I don't. I really hope it doesn't, because that is a good way to get a whole lot of people to tune out. I don't think the match warrants it. I don't think the rivalry warrants it. I don't think they're the biggest story going into Double or Nothing to make them, just because you sign Sasha and get to say, oh, well, we put her in the main event. It's going to fail. You're setting these two women up to fail. Oh, Okada, I will destroy you, bitch. Message has been sent. Now that's messed up. You're going to have to be more specific, Tommy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Bash 8, welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, it's a Brood storyline, 100%. I'm with you on that. I definitely got those vibes. And again, if it takes somebody like Edge to get into the building, get into the company and say, hey, I'd really like to work with this guy, and that leads to somebody like Malachi Black getting more love, coming out tonight looking dominant, I'm all for it. The gobbledygooker should be on trial. That is an instant guilty verdict. We don't need to put that on trial. Parachute pants were from the 80s. I used to wear them. You can't touch this. Dun, 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 dun. As we are in commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you get in that chat. I see over 120 people hanging out with me tonight. Get in there. Let me know what's on your mind. I can't even remember if I closed last poll. I think I did. But lots going on, lots coming up. So far, it's been an interesting night. Again, a little bit of chaos back to back, but not bad. Not unentertaining. What's up? What else we got? He definitely got mugged. Isn't Edge's Hall of Fame ring? Oh, is that what that was? That would make sense. I completely forgot about it because we were watching the show. Yeah. Okay. Took his ring. Maybe he's gonna put a hex on it and give it back. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh no, they took his ring. What are they gonna do? Give it to the Bucks and have them walk it to Mordor? One ring to rule them all. I don't know where we're going with the ring thing. We'll find out. Do you think there's a chance that we get Bryan versus Nigel McGuinness at all in this year before Bryan retires? I don't think so. I don't know where Nigel's at with his ability to pull that off. I don't know. Again, for like the super wrestling nerd, like some of us, that's a huge deal. Danielson's kind of last little bit here is going to be very interesting, especially if he's going to work past his contract. Does he have a farewell the way Sting did? How does that play out? Who would it be with? I don't know. Black one. Why would you take Edge's WWE Hall of Fame ring off him? That's why I didn't even think to suggest this. What is this? I am getting a commercial with the Bucks, the Dark Order, Okada. We're getting a Reebok pump. Come exclusively to Champ Sports, Young Bucks and Reebok. Holy shit. Really? We're getting Young Buck sneakers? What the fuck is happening? Anybody, was that fake? Was that real? What is that legit? As we got FTR in the back with Renee Paquette. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. What is going on with Ricky Starks is leaving AEW? Ricky seems like he's in a very interesting place. I've believed it for a long time that Ricky Starks has his bags packed. They're at the door. He's ready to go, and he's leaving on a jet plane as soon as he can. I think he is gone. Him staying, I don't see it working. Even if they start booking him better, but even in the interview that's kind of cycling through the internet the last couple days, he feels dejected, and he's kind of that I can't control it, so I can't worry about it mindset. And it's unfortunate. I think at times Dynamite or AEW shows in general lack personality. They lack individuals that have their own flavor. They're not just another wrestler that does moves. They come in with a swagger, with an attitude, with a chip on their shoulder. They feel like superstars. Ricky Starks to me is one of those guys. And the fact that he was in a tag team, he got fucked over because Sting apparently had to retire as a tag team champion, made no sense. And then Jericho hijacks his tag team partner. Ricky can't control any of that. But I'm telling you right now, if Ricky can make it to the Performance Center, I think Ricky's going to do extremely big things. So, yeah, I really think that's the case right now. As we have the Bucks in the ring, Jack Perry on commentary. And yes, we do need a new member for Anarchy in the Arena, as Eddie Kingston has officially been ruled out. Somebody let me know if I just had a fever dream and the Reeboks, we got Buck. I wonder how well these are going to do. Bucks heading to the ring. Yes, they are. Great. So here comes Seidel and Daniels. Shoe deal? Yeah, what the fuck's up with that? That's awesome. Congratulations to Cash on getting them charges dropped. Yeah, that was kind of breaking news this week, Freebird, that the prosecution has chosen not to pursue. So, yeah, shout out to Dax, who had a bad morning in traffic, and now he can put that behind him. Chastity, good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome back. As I will take your predictions for this one. You got the Bucks or the Mutts? You let me know. You let me know. And why is it the Bucks? Who else we got? Let Ricky leave. Won't make it in WWE. They already have The Rock. Yeah, Juan, I think you're underselling that kid. And if you hadn't noticed, The Rock, they got to be very careful with The Rock. He's at a point in his life and a point in his body size that, he's not meant to get in that ring and do a whole lot without popping or pulling something. So having a Ricky Starks coming up and developing for the future, yeah, they're not going to think twice, and he'll be perfectly fine. Again, I believe that personality sells. You can take somebody with a huge personality who's not that good of a wrestler, and you can make it work. The other way around is real tricky. By the way, we got a countdown clock. AEW World Championship Eliminator countdown. 25 minutes and counting before we get that. And Daniels slaps, I believe, Matthew in the face. Who wins the match? Not the fans. This may be the obligatory bathroom break for some people out there. Again, everybody seems everywhere, right? We just saw Danielson, but he's caught up with the Callis family. There's no interaction between the Bucks or Danielson or that situation. Now the Bucks are in this match. Like, none of it really is flowing together from a trying to build for double or nothing standpoint for my money. You can let me know if I'm wrong, but it just doesn't jive. Massive tornado on the ground in Bunker City, Oklahoma. All right, thank you. Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through. Bucks get a Reebok deal and Roman gets a Jordan deal. I mean, that's interesting, man. I'll give them credit. They brought back the pump. Chaos and disorder. That sounds about right. Without AEW, people will be like Ricky, who never heard of him. Yeah, but that's why they have NXT. Because by the time they get their hands on them, a lot of people felt that way about Jade, Juan. Let's be real. A lot of people felt that way about Jade. Look at the star they're turning her into. How many people in the WWE universe who knew who the fuck Tama Tonga or Tonga Loa was 2 weeks ago? That's the difference. You instantly can make stars in the right situation. So they might not know him yet, but once they get him, the people are going to know him. And he's got advocates. He's got Spears. He's got Cody. You don't think Cody is saying, hey, that guy, watch out that guy. Then again, what's LA Knight going to do? That's another guy that's ripping off the Rock. What are we going to do? KJ, were you ever a fan of Christopher Daniels, especially in TNA? Old Christopher Daniels, the Fallen Angel. The Fallen Angel, I was a big fan of. I liked how, again, he was young. He was great for the X division. Had some really good rivalries, even with guys like AJ. Big fan of him once upon a time. And again, I don't dislike Christopher Daniels, just to be clear. He's in that gatekeeper role. I don't mind him in this match. If you're trying to, build an angle off the match. If it goes too long, it's a problem. But the Bucks come together. We are in picture. But yeah, I mean, again, it's just kind of I don't mind this. Actually, my issues with Matt Sydal, right? Like, no real problem with Matt, except the fact that I think this would have been better if it was Scorpio Sky. But yeah, I'll give you credit. Like, answered that one. Curry, man, for the W. Let's go. Let's see. 80. Who are the people that voted for fucking Daniels and Sydal? Jade was already a star. That's a wrestler you keep at all costs, KJ. She was not already a star, though. She wasn't. And again, she was a star. She was a big fish in a small AEW pond, but she wasn't a star. The average WWE fan, those casual fans, those fringe fans, they hadn't heard of her. They didn't know that she was some woman that went on a streak. Yeah, no, I think that's extending there a little bit. Now they know who she is, and now she'll only continue to get better and bigger. So yeah, no, I complete that, but I agree with you. In the second part of that, Steve, 100%. TK should have never let her go, but she didn't really have a choice. He offered more money twice, and he still lost her. And some athletes are really, really, really going to want that platform, that stage, that true global representation. Big Mike, how you doing? Cena used to wear Reebok pumps. Facts. Is it the shoes? It might be. You get an eliminator match. So much for rankings. Just everybody gets an eliminator match. Everybody. And there's no reason to call just a random one-off match on an eliminator match. You just don't have to have it. And if you want to put the champs in a non-title match, do it. But calling every match tonight an eliminator match is too much. These stars have no loyalty to AEW. Most want to join WWE for the spotlight fame, not for the wrestling. I don't necessarily agree with that. And it's, again, I don't think we can paint all the wrestlers with the same brush. As right now, Sydal has both Bucks down. The crowd's sitting. Some of them are clapping. A big pop for Daniels. There's differences, though. And it's really tricky to paint them all with the same brush. See, in one breath, Juan, you have wrestlers like Mercedes Moné who are going to want to take the money over the opportunity. She also wants an opportunity to be the big fish in a small pond. And if she knew going back to WWE, she was in the mix of 5 or 6 other women. Here, she's a standalone star. But for someone like Jade, she'd take less money. She wants the big platform. Someone like MJF, I could see wanting that big platform. But it's all hit and miss. Like the Bucks don't want to go to the WWE. The Bucks don't want to listen to all the rules. The Bucks don't want to follow along. Jericho doesn't really want to go back there because he gets to do everything here. So I do think it's a little case by case. But over the next few years with free agents, it will be very interesting to see how they flow, especially with the new regime. This isn't Vince McMahon's WWE anymore. So all the wrestlers that fucking Tony Khan was saving, like survivors from the Titanic, and just pulling them out of the WWE Vince McMahon holy water, those days are gone. Daniels kind of waiting. Matt getting caught going up to the top. Or is that Nick? Greenbuck. Nicholas. I was right. Every young Bucks are the same. I think you meant match, but I agree with you. Daniels all over the Bucks. He's rolling. We get a tag. Daniels has nobody to tag. Wrestling on television. That's a random statement. I wonder how much money they had to pay out to sign Tama Tonga to WWE. I don't know. That's a really good question. I mean, I recently learned that Riho is getting $400,000 a year, so that makes me sick to my stomach. And we get a 1-2-3 for the Bucks. No surprise, ladies and gentlemen. The Bucks take the win. No reaction. Let's be honest right now. If you're a Young Bucks fan, convince me otherwise. The crowd is dead. They're not booing loud. They're not cheering out loud. They're just there. One big lump of fan base that just aren't doing a fucking thing. Anyone turn up your TV? Let me know if I'm missing it. Nobody cares about these guys. Puff Dutch. I love this. Elite story better than the Bloodline. Oof, not even a little bit close. I don't even have to debate that. That one's silly. No one cares about the Bucks. Facts. That's the problem. Roman's still getting bigger chance, and he hasn't been in the building since Mania. A little bit of rumbling from the crowd now. They're chanting CM Punk, guys. They're chanting CM Punk, guys. TNA, TNA. It's all about the paycheck. In a lot of regards, you're right. Yeah, you're fired. You're fired. Oh, now they're Vince McMahon. This is getting even better. Dear fan who thinks this is better than anything the Bloodline's done. The Tama Tonga and Tonga Leo are more over in WWE right now and in wrestling right now in what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, than these guys are after 5 years of trying. I hate to say it, facts are the facts. Matt Sydal hasn't won a match since the Obama administration. The Bucks wanted to go to WWE. WWE turned them down because they wanted obscene, ridiculous, laughable amounts of money, and they're not worth it. So Johnny Ace passed. That's it. Again, listen, it's the same thing with Edge, and it's the same thing with Mercedes Moné. Did anybody want to point out that the Young Bucks and Chris Jericho were doing the same gimmick at the same time, just differently? So Matt, so Christopher Daniels has been fired from AEW, guys. And wow, Jack Perry pours his, he called him a bitch. Jack Perry pours his drink over Tony Schiavone. The Young Bucks aren't as good as they think they are. And I've yet to meet a fan online or elsewhere that can give me reasons to believe they are. One day we will have the trial of the Young Bucks. So we go back to Renee with Mariah May, Tony Storm, and Luther. 2 or 3 years, Mercedes, a.k.a. Sasha Banks, will be in the WWE again with Bayley. She all but admitted it. I'm going to go get my big nut. I'm going to go get $10 million a year for a few years, and then I'll be back with y'all. I'll take a pay cut to come back. Smart. I never knock anybody's hustle. I never knock anybody's choices. But she should not be main eventing the pay-per-view. She's been atrocious since you signed her. You could have saved so much money and just booked the women you already had better than paying any money for Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is not bringing anything to the table. She's not selling more tickets. She's just not the talent. Okay. How are we feeling about Tony Storm? Are we still happy with her? Is it too much? Too little? How are we feeling? WWE is a great launch point for outside ventures like music and acting. 100%. 100%. But see, what I was saying before I got interrupted is the WWE sets their value on people. Okay, Sasha, we're willing to give you this much money, but I want Charlotte money. Well, we don't view you at the same value as Charlotte. Therefore, this is your offer. And she chose to go elsewhere and get more. Edge's kind of similar in the sense of, I would like to wrestle more. Well, we see you as a support guy that's going to come in and wrestle, bits and pieces. You won't be contributing on a weekly basis. Well, I can do that over there. That is the beauty of having the competition. That is the benefit of having the competition. I am fully for it. The wrestlers have options. It should make the quality of the products across the board better. That's the way it should be. They're going to get Punk injured with their chance. I don't know how that would correlate. You're fired. Yeah, we got Young Bucks firing. There you go. The Bloodline storyline sold out Manias, and the Elite storyline hasn't sold out at Dynamite. Yeah, if they could hit 2,500 people, that'd be lovely. Again, it's not a fair comparable, and realistically, this Buck storyline's been a fucking mess. If it was good, guys, I would sit here and I would be praising the heavens for this is cool. I like this. I like that. Nobody gives a fuck about the Bucks, and therefore nobody gives a fuck about the storyline they're in or trying to convey to us. You are wasting TV time. I guarantee you when you see the quarterlies, there's going to be a dip during this segment. That's what happens. That's what you get. That's when you book the wrong people. When you get Jericho and the Bucks and the wrong people on your TV over better people, you got a problem. Ricky Stark's sitting at home doing nothing. But here we go. You know what would have been better than this match tonight? Ricky Starks and Big Bill defending the AEW Tag Championships against anybody. Fucking anybody. Woo energy drink. Yeah, we got to check on Tony. Is he melting? We got to check, but we are on commercial break, folks. I see us coming up to the 1 hour mark. We are rolling. I see almost 150. Can we get to 200? Am I being greedy tonight? Make sure you hit those little emojis. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Let's see if we can get to 200 tonight. It's a Wednesday. We're feeling good. The weekend is coming. Tomorrow's Friday Junior. Some of us have a long weekend. It's going to be fun. So let's go. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Take this link. Send it anywhere you talk about wrestling. I don't care if it's fucking MySpace, Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, wherever. Let everyone know, and let's see if we can jam this one in tonight. We are the Wrestling Utopia. We are the channel that listens to everybody. As long as you keep it clean and respectful, we welcome all opinions. Ben Miller, how you doing? We're back to Malachi Black. Woo! I need a drink. No, it's not as Tony is the best female gimmick right now. See, I'm with you. I was with you. She's just dialed right into a next level. She needs better competition. And she, again, if she had really good storytelling behind her, very linear storytelling, I'm Tony, I'm the heel. This is the baby face that's trying to take my belt, or vice versa. It's beautiful. It's all the scrambled eggs in the booking that kind of take away from her. So it just seems like a lady cutting crazy gimmicks. If you had some consistency and then you had somebody like a Perazo, which they tried, calling her out and pointing out that she's crazy, then it helps the whole gimmick, right? You need Razor to have the Goldust gimmick work and get over the way it did. You need Roddy to have the Goldust gimmick. If you're gonna do it, you need the counter. You need the yin to the yang. And here comes Hook back, the former FTW champion. Brother Fluff Salisbury, thank you so much for the super chat. At least Daniels and Chuck Taylor can talk to each other over the unemployment line. Ouch. Rough. Thank you so much for that super chat. Folks, remember, I try and click on 100% of the comments. I rarely do it. So super chat, super sticker if you want to stand out, and I'm scrolling back up to see what I missed. Anthony, how you doing? How you doing? Anthony will be with us tomorrow, folks. Do not miss our stream tomorrow. It's going to be a fun one. We're going to get into some wrestling topics. And then, of course, TNA's having like the biggest match ever where all their champions is a 16-person tag match. We're just throwing like the whole company into the ring. So we figured we should tune in and watch what happens. I'm over Tony Storm. I was a big fan in the beginning, though. See, I feel like some people are getting that way. And I'm wondering if it's her fault. Huge suplex. By the way, Hook is taking on local enhancement talent. Why is AEW so campy? It's the people. It's the people. I think what bothers me as a fan, MDB, and for anyone else listening, I think where I get frustrated is I feel like it's childish. And less than a minute, Hook gets a W. Big squash match. They just buried this local enhancement talent. Uh-oh. Daniels, NXT or TNA. TNA, Dave, NXT, probably not, unless it's like a trainer or a support role. That's facts, Larry. I like this comment a lot. And again, as much as that's true, Larry, you still saw like there was rumors Okada was going to end up in WWE because he wants his WrestleMania moment. He still ended up going to AEW, right? The less work. Two of the biggest factors, guys, more money, less work. It's a no-brainer for a lot of people, right? I get to be home more. Look at Ospreay. Ospreay admitted it, right? I get to fly home to England all the fucking time. But here comes Jericho because fuck, why not? Ruin all the ratings. See, now we just saw the Young Bucks do the exact same fucking gimmick. Thanks for coming to AEW. Thank you. Thank you. Well, wait a minute. Why y'all acting like each other? This is where the part of the show where we start slipping down the wrong direction. A lot of talking segments. Is it my imagination? And welcome to the channel, D Skills H-Town. Welcome to all the new faces. If you haven't been here before, we watch more live wrestling than anybody else out there. Right now, we have Hook, Jericho, and Big Bill in the ring. Jericho being his pompous jerk-off self. Is WWE giving us more wrestling this week and last week than Dynamite? I'm just asking. I don't know what the actual answer is. But I feel like we got 7-8 matches on Raw. And we're getting a lot of talking on this show. The tables are turning, folks. Dun, dun, dun. Boston, the Bucks asking people to stick around for the rest of the show and then failing at starting an AEW chant is AEW in a nutshell right now. Yeah. And again, I think it's because people see through it. People cheer and get behind. Listen, You guys can say whatever you want about Eddie Kingston. At least he's authentic and you can get behind him. Period. And that's what this company lacks, is authenticity. This is a teaching moment. This is not good heat. The crowd's not making enough noise. CM Punk is the biggest draw. He's the biggest draw in wrestling. Love him or hate him, he's the biggest draw. Mathematically, you just can't. The guy was the biggest draw in two companies at the same fucking time. As a fan, I like this. I need specifics. Context is king, my friend. Bloodline without Roman or Dwayne aren't selling out anything as main draws. They were drafted 3rd round. Yeah, let's talk about the draft. But yeah, no, again, it's a fallacy. And Puff, you can swing it any way you want. They're selling out buildings left, right, and center. They're having no problem putting people in the seats. They're having no problem energizing a crowd. Backlash didn't have any issue in France. Again, people don't want to believe it, but it is what it is. It's not even a fair comparable. It's like comparing a Major League Baseball team to your local fucking Little League team. It's not the same. It's not the same maturity. It's not the same professionalism. It's not the same audience. It's not the same level of reach. Nothing's the same. It's not even in the same league. It's embarrassing for AEW to think they are, at least in this regard. Bucks are the new DX. You don't ever say that ever again. The Bucks are nowhere near DX. This shit sucks. Did Jack Perry pour his woo? Yep, he did. Oh, is everyone thrilled about this Hook Jericho rivalry continuing? Hook just starts beating on Jericho. That was the best part of the promo. Now he goes behind on Big Bill and Jericho takes out Hook. Nobody cares about this shit. Back-to-back campy. Why would you put all your campy together? She is Charlotte Value. She is not Charlotte Value. She's not at that level. Bailey's better than Sasha. Oh, here comes Shibata. Shibata to help Hook. Big boot on Bill. Bill rolls out. Jericho leaves. And everybody just wasted 10 minutes of their lives. Jericho's bleeding. Jericho got juice. Tony doesn't need a belt for a gimmick. I'm okay with that. But if she is your best, I mean, again, you got Sasha Banks, who you're paying a fortune, going after your TBS belt. I don't mind. Tony is kind of in ring and overall probably one of your best, if not your best talent. So I have no problem with her being champion. Back to Sasha. Yeah, there's about 15 women that I would. That's a lie. There's about 10 women at least that I could rate higher than Sasha Banks as far as what they bring to the table, as far as being a draw, as far as selling tickets, as far as in-ring ability, and as far as a promo. There is a bunch of women better. There's better women in AEW than Sasha Banks. We got Swerve as the champion's getting a luxurious backstage video. There you go. I like her. I do. It's just sometimes I wonder if it's just aimless. KJ, do we really listen to MDB though? Not usually. We try not to. I already posted a link in. I don't know what that is. Guns up. Big reaction for Swerve, though. He's got him. But yeah, I guess, is that up next? Maybe not. I don't know. I love it. Sub. How we doing? Keep it coming, folks. Keep it coming. As here comes Swerve. Where's Nana? That's funny. Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, again, that's my take on it, Puff. And again, not all like I don't. Again, even tonight, I like what there's good shit here. There's stuff I like. I just get torn and I get tangled up in some of the decision making. Like if you know segment one, okay, we're gonna start the show with a brawl because the fans are gonna love it. Then we're gonna have a match. After the match, we're gonna have a run in. Then we're gonna have somebody save them. All right. What do you want to do in seg two? Okay, we're gonna have a guy get jumped. We're gonna have a brawl. Then we're gonna have someone run in and save them. And then we're gonna have like, wait, did y'all not just hear what you said the first time? Again, I mean, it's just the details, little things. I say it all the time. Tony Khan has all the ingredients to cook. He just doesn't know how. Dallas, Colorado 1-1. Thank you, Ken. I appreciate it. How about them Boston Bruins hanging around? By the way, if I hear one more Boston Bruins fan whine about Marchand, I'm going to throw up. I really am. Barbed wire cage match. Danny D. What is happening with a barbed wire cage match? That's going to be Edge and Malachi? Here comes Brian Cage. I'm not even going to put this in the chat, guys. I'm just going to assume we're all picking Swerve. Shad's house. I like it, Tony. Swerve's house. Let's go. Let's go. Who buys anything? Stream it free. Well, some people still do. Where the F is Swerve KJ. Swerve's in the ring. He was swerving while he drove. Jordan, TNA's top 5 women. Jericho bleeding of lameness. Yeah, just leaking. Like, I don't know. Could it be a head injury that keeps him out of wrestling for about a year, 2, 5, 10, ever, forever? Stop right off the ding. Swerve wasting no time. At least we waited for the bell to get the jump this time. I believe the Tribal Chief and the Final Boss are both going to be returning. I think SummerSlam is going to be very interesting. I think Survivor Series 2024 could be extremely interesting. There is a lot to work out here, guys. I still think there is a potential that The Rock is pulling some strings when it comes to Solo and Tama. Jacob's still out there. We don't know. Zilla's still out there. We don't know. But yeah, they'll be back. They'll be back. And I imagine they'll be around to build towards Wrestle 41, whatever that looks like. WrestleMania 41. Big kick on Cage. The crowd is energized again. We woke the crowd up. The last time the crowd was like this was the tag match to open the show, guys. So the crowd is back with us a little bit. A lot of it. This episode is so sad. Got KJ depressed. Not yet. Mic to the head. Everyone just beating each other with mics. Schiavone started tripping ball. He was very upset. Yes. Camacho. Let's go, Camacho. Watson, you going to get Punk injured? Yeah, I don't know how we ended up there. Big Bill went from being a successful tag team with Starks to being Jericho's whipping boy. Yeah, help me understand. Why? What was wrong with that tag team? In a company that has no tag team division. None. I know we're mad at WWE's tag team division. Before the haters jump out there, WWE's tag team division is not good. Not good. But it is better than AEW's. What the fuck is going on in the AEW tag team division? Do you remember the Bucks told everybody they were going to bring tag team wrestling to the forefront? Remember when they used to do that? We get 3-4 tag team matches in a week that were solid. What happened? So you have a legitimate quality tag team champion and you take the belts off them so Sting can retire a tag champ. Why? I don't know. We knew the setup was for the Bucks to get it. They got it. For those who say the other company is over predictable, all of that was predictable. And then here we are. I don't get it. I like Big Bill. I like Ricky Starks. Just book them. Make them champs and book them. Get out of Jericho's vortex. Yeah, I don't know. I thought this was done. I was a little surprised we were circling back. CM Punk, Guinevere, good to see you. Welcome, CM Punk. Yeah, you know what? The AEW crowd got those CM Punk chants going when the Bucks tried to talk. Then the Punks tried an AEW chant, and they went, nah, no, we're good. Thank you. Anybody got a weed whacker? Jericho needs a haircut. Hook is out here wearing Air Force Ones. Tell Juan, he's in the chat. Why are you telling me? Ouch, the crowd is chanting, please retire. Dave Meltzer, I know, is trying to spin this like Jericho. It's good heat for Jericho. Oh, they're booing him. They're telling him to retire. This is Ryback heat, guys. We do not want to see you anymore. I got to come on here every fucking Wednesday and talk at least for 10 minutes about we do not want Jericho, as Brian Cage is all over Swerve right now, guys. Swerve time. Swerve Strickland for the win. Trying to catch up where y'all were talking to each other. First Blood, Triple Threat, Moxley versus Jericho versus Flair. There you go. Well, Flair's got problems with the pizza people, so I don't know if Flair's going to make it. I'm also not sure that Flair could gig at this point and get any blood out. Cage just throwing the champ into the turnbuckle. Press slam, just throwing him. I think tonight's show is being booked by two monkeys in the New York Zoo. I don't even know how to answer that, Easy Bake, but good to see you. Who buys it? Got that one. All right, rolling down. I'm going to catch up. But we go back to picture-in-picture. Cage all over Swerve. And again, we got over 100 people here with us right now. You let me know out there. What do you think? How do you feel? Here's your world champion, a week and a half away from defending against Christian Cage. And he's getting absolutely worked out by Brian Cage tonight. Anybody have an issue with that? You think it's okay? Yeah, c'est la vie. TK needs to put Scott D'Amore. Yeah, but Scott D'Amore, anybody like Scott D'Amore, CM Punk, William Regal, anybody like that is going to get pushed out. Even Cody Rhodes. They don't want to listen to it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to change. They think they got it. Right? Yeah, Adam Hangman Page went on the record of saying, we don't need to listen to the veterans. We know what we're doing. It's one of the dumbest motherfucking things I've ever heard come out of someone's mouth. You don't have to learn, motherfucker. You've learned enough. You've got it. You've maxed out. That's your tap. That's your top. You've got enough. No, we know everything. We're good. Thank you, old timer. Really? You got Mark Henry. You got Big Show. You got Taz. But no, you guys know enough. You got Jerry Lynn. You got Punk. Or you had Punk once upon a time. You got all these vets, Christian Cage, Edge, but you don't need to listen? That's the problem. There's a collective in the company that think their shit don't stink, and all they're doing is making it reek everywhere they go. We need more barbed wire. No, we don't. Where's Samoa Joe? We got a package for Samoa Joe last week. It was a really good package. I don't know what the plan with Joe is. I thought Joe might be a little quiet after losing the belt, but they did a really good kind of hype package for Samoa Joe. So I don't know what's up with that. Swerve main eventing is questionable. Dax versus Okada should not main event over him. I'll accept that. I wonder what everyone else out there thinks. Swerve gets a shitty backstage 3-minute promo, a walkout, and a match in the middle of the show. That's your world champion. I don't like it. I don't think it's enough. I don't. Last barbed wire cage match was back in 2005, JBL on the Big Show. I figure we must have had more since then, bud. WWE have the Scooby-Doo gang as champions, Cody as Fred, Becky as Davy. I saw this going around, Juan. I saw it. But again, Scooby-Doo sells a whole ton of shit. So, yeah, I think they're okay with that. But I like it. It's funny. Cody matches the same. He ain't losing that belt. Yeah, no. Why would he? Why would he lose the belt? I don't understand what the reference here is, Freebird, but I'll let you have that. Adam Copeland versus Malachi Black, Barb. Yeah, 100%. And they already alluded to that. So I was expecting it. Should be interesting. I like Edge. I love Malachi Black. I think they could do something really good here. We'll see how they deliver it. Swerve sliding through a powerbomb attempt. Drop toe hold into the corner. Who better than Cage? Everybody. Oh, Haluva kick to the back of the head. I want Shad to have his own babyface faction. That's what I want. Shad to take over the company, and then Tony join the elite and like pout, revolt against his father. It'd be like Stephanie McMahon and Vince all over again. Tony is making chicken shit out of goat shit. I like that. That's wow. Down goes Cage. At least the crowd's alive. Yeah, I'm with you, Freebird. 100%. 100%. I saw that my wife loves WWE and sent me that. Nice. Is that this for the belt? It's an eliminator match. The second eliminator match of the night. If Cage can win, he gets a title shot. Cage, one of the best heels in wrestling right now. That's a stretch. I think there's potential in Cage, but he's definitely not one of the best heels in wrestling. Not by his booking, not by his presentation. We don't see him enough to have that claim. Yeah, I think Cage is an afterthought. He could be one of the best if booked properly, highlighted properly, but I don't believe he's there. He's not even one of the best heels in this company. Wow, Swerve gets Cage up. Wow, that was impressive. I won't lie, it doesn't suck tonight. Not like usual. Okay. Eliminator match, Roddy. Yeah, Roddy's the next one. Sorry. Jericho was bleeding because he popped his hair plug. Probably. Swerve in the corner. Cage struggling to get to his feet, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you get in that chat. Let me know what's going on. Big knee from Cage. This should be the match at Double or Nothing. What the fuck are we doing? This is going to be better than the match at Double or Nothing. Can't unsee it. Yeah, it's funny. They must have removed Big Bill because Ricky is out. Yeah, but Ricky has gone on the record saying he's just not being booked. He's fine. So removing Big Bill made, again, it feels like an internal thing. Jericho needs him more than Ricky does. Fuck Ricky. As we get an F5. And Swerve kicks out an F5. Anyone else think that this might be better than the pay-per-view match at Double or Nothing? Anybody? You guys are busy tonight. I'm already over this match. It's going too long. Again, big headbutt by Swerve. It's not a bad match, MDB. It's just, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just where it is and how it is. 52 minutes 44, holding the belts. Come on. Yeah, they earned it. They're over. And I want them to lose the belts, Freebird, so I'm with you. They earned it. Again, you get yourself over. I don't care if you're 52, 22, 92, fucking 90210. I don't give a fuck what you are. If you get over, you're over. R-Truth was over as fuck. When R-Truth came back from his injury, he earned that WrestleMania moment. And again, 44, 52, those are exceptions. In AEW, that's almost the rule. Starks has been healed up for a good bit. Tony's just not using them. Facts. And Ricky Starks has said that himself. Swerve to the top. 450. 2. Jesus Christ. Is he helping you make the rounds, MDP? Who's on court tomorrow? No court tomorrow. Court's a once in a while special thing. The next court is coming soon. We're working on it. But tomorrow will be myself and Anthony. We're going to go rumbling for a bit of an extended pre-show, and then we are going to cover TNA tomorrow night. So a special edition, a little nod to TNA. They're doing something special, so we thought we'd tune in. Friday, we got SmackDown. We might also have Wrestling Revolver. We're taking this weekend off, ladies and gentlemen, and then we will be back on Monday. Stark's finally healthy. He probably doesn't want to go back to AEW and get hurt again. Can't blame him. No, I mean, they're going to kill the man. They already broke his freaking neck. We're getting This Is Awesome chance. So how many tag teams do you need to have a successful division? I would say more than none. You want a handful, and you want to be able to rotate through. You want to be able to have a mix of matches. I don't know what the secret number is, but as it stands right now, WWE's only got a couple, especially on between the shows since the draft. I know they're working on it. They're bringing in like AOP. So they got a handful, 4 or 5. Raw has 4 or 5. Not a great division. Not overly exciting. How many teams are in the AEW tag team division? Relevant team. Yeah, so, we want to pick out, well, Top Flight's a tag team. Are they? They have more trios matches than tag matches. Private Party, we never see them. I can't even remember who the tag champs are at times. This match still going. Oh, we get the shoulder pop. I'm a bit rattled tonight. Third day working inside of fence and involved in a pretty severe use of force today. Well, T's and P's. Get some rest, Dave. As Swerve gets the 1, 2, 3. Freebird, Jericho, and Copeland are literally holding belts right now. Miss me with that. Yeah, and there's a big difference. I mean, again, if you're over, I give Copeland some love because people like Copeland. He's one of the better people there. He's given us decent matches. He's bringing guys like Malachi to the forefront. I can get behind that. Jericho's a waste of time. He's killing the ratings. I keep saying it. He is the Ted Bundy of fucking ratings. He is murdering this shit on a weekly basis. And then beyond that, again, you have a 44-year-old and a 52-year-old with tag belts. I don't think they're going to be tag belts that long. We can play the comparable game, but again, AEW ends up going to lose in the comparable game. In my humble opinion, it's not sensible. And you got to look. There's a lot of older talent hanging around AEW right now. Hey, here comes Christian. So another match. Match went long, and something happens after the match. As Swerve was setting up a concerto every fucking match. They should lose the belt soon. They won because R-Truth Mania moment. That's exactly it right there, Richard. I'm right there with it. And they earned it. They deserved it. Again, it's this funny thing about calling yourself over. You got to get over. If you're over, I'll support it. I support Orange Cassidy because he was over once upon a time. And Swerve gets low blowed by Nick Wayne. Oh, for fuck's sake. So another... Flair had a health issue in the last match. Yeah, he had a heart attack or maybe multiple. Nick and I watched that match live on stream. It was a fucking disaster. Freebird, Sting, 65, and Khan made him a tag champ to try and pop pay-per-view buys. Discuss. Exactly. There you go. That's why, I mean, we got to be careful. And I know, I don't like doing the company-to-company comparable. I like comparing AEW to AEW. Like, what is AEW doing now compared to what they used to do? And when they were hot and cooking, what changed? Why can't they get their shit together? Why is this so boring? Why are people not buying tickets? Why are people not? And we got another bleeder. 2 segments in a row, we got a bleeder. Swerve is gushing. Here comes Christian sauntering down, kill switch. It'd be ridiculous that at 52 and 40. Again, it's not ridiculous at all. Yeah, not ridiculous at all. There's plenty of young guys in WWE, but I keep forgetting they are green too. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'd like to see I'd put up the young talent coming across. If you went roster to roster, talent under 25, WWE is going to smoke them. That's unfortunate. But yeah, again, they got their Mania moment. He deserves it. R-Truth is a Hall of Famer. And again, right now I got Christian on my screen. How old's Christian? How old's Edge? Again, it's silly to go company to company. They both do similar stuff. The difference is AEW is now scooping them up. Even Bryan Danielson, when WWE's done with them. Yeah, we don't need you. Bye. Age shouldn't dictate if you can be a champion. Not at all. You can also, yeah, again, we saw Sting go and we love Sting. I like Christian. I like Adam Copeland. Jericho can't wrestle. That's the problem. Going into Mania, Awesome Truth was over. Jericho, however, is not. Jericho has not been over in 3 years. If Flair blades, there's a 50-50 chance vodka and dust leak out. Facts. Freebird, are you that delusional to say that that's right there? I don't know what that was, so we'll come back. We'll circle back. I like the debate. Keep it going, folks. Keep it going. I see the chat blowing up. We still got 127 people hanging out. Let's see if we get to 150. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Be a friend, tell a friend. But lots going on. Swerve, again, getting the shit kicked out of him. The champ has not looked good once since winning this belt. It's unfortunate. They have really done a lot to hurt Swerve and not a lot to help him. I feel really bad for Swerve because I'm a big Swerve fan. The babyface has to have a moment. And again, are you saving it for the pay-per-view? Fine. But these job guys keep kicking the shit out of the champion. It's not exciting. It's not great. TNA. Anthony, looking forward to tomorrow. It's going to be a fun one. We will be here live for it. So I think we're going live at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Back at it for SmackDown. And then next week, we're here, Brunch with the Boys 10, as we go to Saudi Arabia for King and Queen of the Ring. And then the next night, Double or Nothing. We end the month with a bang. A long weekend for a lot of us. Should be a fun one here at the channel. We're looking forward to it. So make sure, be a friend, tell a friend, be a part of the fun, be a part of the family. And as long as you keep respectful, we can argue all night long. By the way, go check out the video of me and Nick arguing last night. That was fun. I couldn't let that one go. I saw that. Where are we catching up here? WWE is still using Stone Cold and Undertaker to sell their pay-per-views. That's factually incorrect. And get cheap pops for ratings on both of them are elderly men because they're called legends. They're legends, and they highlight them. They're spotlighted. That sounds like a bitter, like they got better toys than us. So boo-hoo. Nah. They're not. What was the last pay-per-view they used to sell? They used Stone Cold and Undertaker to sell. Yeah, you're just talking out of your ass. That's making shit up to fit a narrative. It's not. And you know what? Tony did it too. He did it with Sting. He did it when he tried to bring others back. He does it when RVD's in-house. He tried to do it with Sabu. Oops, that didn't go so well. Tony is equally as guilty. See, this is where we play the tribal game. And if everyone just step back and go, oh, wait, both companies aren't perfect. But man, we're getting good wrestling every day of the week. Think about it. But yeah, factually incorrect. Horribly incorrect. Why do we waste our time making shit up? Mark Henry discovered Ricochet, Jade, Bianca Belair. Mark Henry is a smart wrestling mind. I think he's underutilized. I don't think they're using him proper in AEW. And he's made some comments on Busted Open about trying to give advice to the young talent. They don't want to hear it. And also remember, some of these young wrestlers that you speak of, Freebird, the young bucks aren't young anymore. They're middle-aged bucks. They're getting up there. Kenny's not a spring chicken. They're getting up there. Come on, let's be real. Let's start adding them up. What company is relying on older talent more? Let's be real. So we got RJ, Eddie, and Meal in a Match on YouTube. All right. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Just going to skip over some of those. He doesn't have to. And he's doing wonderful. Doing much better. He's even getting cheered on Wednesday's Free Bird. That must bug AEW fans to their core of like, oh, fuck. My favorite wrestler is not getting cheered, but the guy we fired because he's a cancer is still getting cheered. Oh. Shibata and Hook in the back. Becoming friends. So Hook and Shibata are going to fight to find out who gets Jericho. Hook and Shibata are going to fight to find out who gets Jericho. Joe! We got Joe! Brian is a jobber, but with AEW, everybody struggles with everybody. Facts. Stoner Jesus, how you doing? On the complete other hand, I've heard some of the best wrestlers in the world say that you never stop learning. Exactly. And it's not just wrestlers, it's life. If you get up every day, you learn some shit. That's what you should be doing. You should be downloading as much information into your fucking brain as you can. He's too large to be wearing a floral pattern. I like Shibata's phone gimmick. Shibata is getting more over with me with a phone than the Bucks are getting over with me with half the show. Danny, been a good Dynamite so far. I haven't hated it. It's been all right. Christian versus Cody promos would be dope. I'd be down. I love what Christian's doing. I didn't exactly like him shoehorned into this rivalry with Swerve. And then just showing up every week and kicking the shit out of Swerve in the middle of the ring. It's not good storytelling. It's not a good build to a title match, guys. It's 2 weeks. He's going to drink his blood. Yeah. Here comes Harley Cameron. So our big awaited grudge match. For those out there talking about who's booking what, Harley Cameron about to take on Tony Storm in a grudge match. Fuck my life. Nick Wayne can fight better than Punk calling it. Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath on that one, Puff. I think Nick Wayne would have about the same success as Jungle Boy did. Swerve not getting his respect. Gordon, I'll put it like this. For the people who are very pro AEW, if Swerve Strickland had won the WWE Championship and then was booked the way he's been booked, people on that side of the fence would be losing their fucking mind. Can't believe they did this. Look, they're burying it. That's what WWE always does. They always bury their talent. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They are systematically making their champion meaningless. They haven't been this bad since Adam Page's title reign. That meant nothing. Hangman had one of the worst title reigns in AEW history. And for my money right now, Swerve is on the same path. We got blood and back-to-back segments. Almost injured your champion eyesight in a nothing match. AR1, welcome. By the way, are you taking Tony or Cameron? And why is it Tony? I'm not even taking a vote on this one. Maybe I will just fun. I'm not hating. I'm saying that both companies right now are in a conundrum. I don't think so. And again, I didn't accuse you of hating, but I will call you out on your bullshit. That's the rules. But WWE does not feel like it's in a conundrum at all. Look at the talent. Look at the young talent they're bringing up. Oh, Serena Deeb with her flag. Oh, and Carly throwing again. Just funny shit. I don't feel like AEW is in a conundrum because their ticket sales are going down, their merch sales are going down, their ratings are going down, the overall interest in the company is going down. That's a conundrum. That's a problem, especially when you're relying on Adam Copeland, Chris Jericho, older talent like that who's going to replace them? Jericho leaves, then who? That might actually be better for business, but we'll see. Now, on the other side, I don't see them having a problem right now. They're clicking in all gears. And when they sucked, we sat here and talked about how much they sucked. but they're flying. Like, they just went to France and burned it down. They're going to be back now, and then they're going to go to Saudi. That's going to burn. Then they're going to go to Toronto. That's going to burn. Then we're going to be at SummerSlam. Like, they're fine. And their champions are fine. The age of their champions are fine. One set of tag teams does not make all the belts. It's really kind of a mono-focused argument. He's going to need stitches. He's a bleeder. As folks, we are in picture. Harley and Cameron in control of Tony Storm in this grudge match. And of course, Okada and Dax, your main event tonight. So make sure you tune in all the way to the end. I will take a rating out of 10 at the end of the night. Want to know how you feel about the show. But let me know, how are things going in your world right now? What are you liking? What are you hating? Yeah, I'm excited. AEW has more your stars than WWE. AEW has more your stars than WWE. WWE has too many old stars. I don't think that's accurate. Again, I'm all ears, but people say shit and they don't back it up with facts. AEW is relying on older talent overall, even the average age. I mean, again, you're not bringing in even some of the people you're bringing in, Danielson, Moxley, Cesaro. Like, stop me when I get to a young guy. Yeah, we got Daniel Garcia. All right, fine. We got top flights, but we don't use them. We don't rely on them. Brian Cage isn't young. Swerve isn't that young. Who else we got on this list? Again, let's be real. If you're going to have an argument, have some facts with it. I'm looking forward to the Unit, Jake, Something, Havoc, and the Rascals matchup Friday at Revolver. Stacked. It should be fun. AEW is cool tonight, says Jordan. Fair enough. Again, I don't know. It's a weird show tonight. Third week in a row, Swerve gets laid out and punked by TK booking. Not much respect for the champ. Anthony, 100%. Again, I think if this was any other company doing this, there would be nobody making excuses for it. And again, the people want to talk about the age of wrestlers. Who gives a fuck how old they are? How are you booking your champion? Let's debate that. How's the champion being booked on your favorite show? Are you happy with it? Are you excited about it? What do you think? Has the new champ ever looked weaker since winning the belt every single week? No. And they made him an afterthought. They should have had a big fucking moment for Swerve winning this belt. But they were more busy, they were more interested in telling this elite storyline. So the champion fell to secondary. And again, this isn't hate. This is disappointment. I got to hit like that. Playing basketball. Christian versus Cody promos would be dope. Fair enough. There you go. What did Tiffany do on Instagram? I don't know what's going on with Tiffany. But again, I'm assuming it's tied into the Queen of the Ring. Bringing Sabu in was a disaster. Yeah, oopsie. WrestleMania 40, Stone Cold was supposed to appear, and The Undertaker did appear. So you're telling me that those were the guys they sold the pay-per-view on, Freebird. Again, you can come with your arguments, but you better come with something in your fucking bag of tricks. That is, again, nobody was sold on Stone Cold being there. Nobody paid a ticket because Stone Cold was supposed to be there. It was rumored. And even The Undertaker didn't know he was going to be there till, I don't know, the day before. So again, you can try and twist your narrative to try and benefit one company or the other. But unless you got good arguments, you're wasting my time and everyone else's. Horrible booking for Swerve and Strickland so far as world champ. Facts. Tony goes 2 count on Cameron. So it's a grudge match, but okay. The show, everybody asked for watching Kingston eat. A little ironic. A little. We got to roll up into another roll up. Turns it around. Ref's hands getting tired, one reason or another. I feel bad for Swerve getting beat down again. Don't forget WWE does business with an oppressive regime. I'm not even going to walk down that road. Again, it's such a fucking ridiculous thing. You don't think Shad Khan and the Khan family All their dealings with their millions and billions are not all shady or dark or twisted. Don't be naive, really. And to go that route as far as, well, this is what they do, it's ridiculous. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I don't necessarily love their choice. Again, the guy that's currently running it inherited that choice. But again, you want to drag it down to that point of like, well, see, I won the argument because, yeah, Puff, I'm sorry. I agreed with some of the things you say. This one, again, let's not. I hate when people do this with politics, with money, with any of this type of corporate bullshit. They're all shady. They're all fucking drug money and murder and blood money and bullshit and bullshit and bullshit and fucking people. And let's be real. Let's be real. Well, we are with the Undisputed Kingdom and Osprey in the back. Why is this happening in the back? Soon, whatever. Jade over Mercedes. Punk over Osprey. Soon, but whatever. Jade 100% over Mercedes. 100% of the time, all day, every day. Jade miles over Mercedes. Jade is a superstar. And again, Mercedes is overrated. Punk over Osprey. Nah, I would have taken Osprey over Punk. But Punk is the biggest draw. And that's unfortunate. No matter how much you like Osprey, no matter how much I like Osprey, Punk outsells him. Punk outdraws him. People tune in to see Punk. Punk's more relevant when he's not on TV than some of these guys are when they are on TV. Tom is 41, so is his brother. Yes, they are. Bring them on in. Let's go. I didn't think AEW's new show was just a YouTube cooking show. Yes, it is. WWE Stars, AEW is the future stars. Both companies are good. Yeah, but I don't know. Do you miss this whole thing called like? Yeah, again, I think it's inaccurate, but both companies have their pros. Anyway, I'm gonna start skipping over certain people. Eddie Kingston looks healthy. He looks good. He's feeling good. Yeah, which ones? Yeah. Which ones? Who's the big future star? The guy that's gonna run the wrestling business? Did you agree? The phone angle I like. All right. Yeah, it's working for me. Why didn't this happen like in the ring or like in front? Like we've had so many run-ins and bullshit promos tonight. Like, why didn't we get this instead of Hook and Jericho? Shibata is goated. Oh, it's Samoa Joe, man. I'm happy that he's still around. Samoa Joe getting involved with Hook and Jericho, I don't love, but I do love Joe, so maybe he can salvage this. Shibata. Harley is kind of psycho. Oh, by the way, she lost. Harley Cameron looks delicious. Psycho, delicious. It's kind of my style. KJ would prove to Siri that big people can rock a floral pattern. Right? Hey, that's it. I ain't gonna take the L. But WWE is making Cody weak. Yeah, in what world? That is fucking stupid shit, Robert. I appreciate you. You tune in all the time. That is just a dumb statement. It's not true. Was he weaker here or was he weaker in front of 2,000 people that were half booing him because he had issues with the Bucks? What weakness? He's the biggest baby face in all of wrestling right now. He's the world champion. What weakness? It's just a naive, silly statement, Robert. So here comes the fucking CEO and her built-in chanting. Nah, I'm going to let it go. It's too easy. I hope she does not another Giselle Shaw. I don't get what you're saying. Tony Storm for the win. Yeah, I'm way behind apparently. Yeah, let's go. It's going to cook, that's for sure. Vince will save wrestling. Yeah. Vince needs to save him fucking self. Pretty sure Ernie Styles, Punk, Drew, Cody are all older talent too. Yeah, I never said they don't have. That's the point, real. I need you to remove your head from your ass for 2 seconds, my friend. I'm not saying they don't have them, but also I did say that one company's relying on them more than the other. And two, look at the names. Look at the fucking names. Find me an Orton in AEW. Find me a Styles in AEW. Find me a Punk in AEW. Find me any of these fucking people in AEW quality-wise. But we got a contract signing. The CEO is here. Yeah, whatever. Glasgow, Scotland, Clash. Oh, yeah, I forgot that one. Here comes Willow, who's miles better than her competitor. Not sure what the fuck Bibbins is doing with her, but whatever. Too many old stars like Rhea, Bianca, Jade, Mello, Braun, Elia, Gunther. Let's go. Adam Copeland, the new Day, been in WWE for like 50 years. Lost more than 1 million viewers in each show. Yeah. I don't think you should talk. The Freebird, you're wasting my time with ratings. The ratings talk is fucking ridiculous. Don't waste my time. KJ, you really think Jey Uso's booking has been good since he and Cody had tag belts? 100%. He just won, didn't he? Did he not? Did he not just pick up a win? Is he not going to fight for the King of the Ring? Did he not have an opportunity to be the main event guy? Yeah, he took an L. Much better. Jey Uso's been booked better than Swerve Strickland. So I'm all ears, but let's be real. Clash of the Castle 2 is going to be fire. Yeah, I can't wait for that one. It should be a real big one. So we got a few CEO chants. She's a heel, folks. Has anybody told Mercedes Moné she's a heel? Will Ospreay 100%. Big fan. I don't understand why Ospreay had to be in the back, though. I would almost have him out in front of the people tonight. Nobody respects it. Not really. Oh, okay. Willow with a little bass in her voice. Find me a Drew. Find me any of them. It's embarrassing. UFC, then Punk. Again. All right. I'm going to leave you alone for a while, Freebird. Willow the dishwasher. I like Willow. Willow is way better in this than Sasha is. Willow is solid. She's believable. She's authentic. You got to give Willow some love. She's doing a good job. Killing me. And Willow gets a little bit of a cheer as she sits across from a woman who looks arrogant, looks smug, looks trashy, looks like a heel. How's Jay White doing, by the way, guys? How's the Jay White booking doing? Everyone's worried about Jey Uso. How's Jay White's booking been? How's Jay White doing? Oh, I heard they're killing it with Jay White over at AEW. What's Ospreay up to? Oh, fighting for a mid-card title, is he? Oh. Willow is dressed like a cool art teacher. I like Willow. I like Willow a lot. I do. She's genuine. When she cuts a promo, I believe her. Mercedes is one of the most fake human beings I've ever seen on a wrestling show ever. Watch. Here, she's going to talk, folks. It's going to be riveting. Hey. Right out of the gate. She's getting boos, by the way, guys. See? They're booing her. So here's the turn. Willow stays babyface. Mercedes, be a heel. It's fake. You suck at acting. Why were you in The Mandalorian? Believe in Willow. Let's go. They're booing her. They're booing the fuck out of her. Finally. This is better. Let her, if she becomes a heel, I will criticize less. I'll have to support her. She is a heel. But they were trying to sell her as a babyface with a bad attitude. It didn't work. It doesn't. Why would you bring in the highest paid woman in all of wrestling and not go after a world champion? Why would you bring in Will Ospreay and not go after a world champion? I don't know. Why would you bring in Jay White and put him in a fucking trios division on the Ring of Honor fucking show, essentially? They are booing the fuck out of her. I love this. Mercedes is great. Not from what we're watching, Damian. I know you think she's pretty, and that's fine if that's your cup of tea. Not mine at all. Does nothing. But again, at the end of the day, just because you think she's pretty doesn't mean she's good at her job. This is how dudes lose their fucking houses on shit. She was pretty. Oops. Jay White turned into J.I. Well played, MTV. Well played. As here gets the contract gets signed, Renee's been quiet. Find me a Becky. Find me a Bailey. Find me a Rhea. Find me a Io, Asuka. Mercedes' dad made the best ribs. Rest in peace. Okay, I didn't know. Ooh. Oh, Sasha slaps Willow. They are booing the fuck out of this lady. Yes. Big pop for Willow. Do it. Do it. Oh, and Willow's going to lose at Double or Nothing. Huge pop for Willow, ladies and gentlemen. My favorite part of the show. Killing it. Let's fucking go. Oh, we're getting the medical staff taking care of Mercedes. You know what, though? Willow saved it. Willow saved it for me. And because everything augmented into the right position for me, MDB, I got to give it some credit. When the crowd got behind Willow and Willow dug in and kept being the baby face the way she has been, and the crowd turned on Sasha, it made it a lot better. And it works. Just the wrong person went through the table under the circumstance because they still booking Mercedes like a baby face. But man, Willow putting Sasha through that table is my favorite part of the show. Yeah. Jay has 3 belts. 3 meaningless belts. Right? It's like the boys that got 3 imaginary girlfriends. They're great, but fuck, nobody can see them. I'm just joking. I think Willow's cool as hell with ya. Buy me a mommy. Yeah, well, that's a different check the back pages, my guy. There's no way in hell Mercedes would take this belt. She's gonna win it. Considering she walked out because they tried to give her the tag titles, it's kind of funny that they're gonna give her the TBS belt. She's gonna win it. The writing was on the wall. When people talk about predictable wrestling, Mercedes fighting Willow was predictable, and the outcome's going to be predictable at the end of the day. It sucks that Camille made the mistake of signing with Khan. He's going to mishandle her so badly. Again, rumors, speculation, no confirmation. I don't know if that is in fact the case yet, guys. And until we know, we don't know. Mercedes is getting a lot of heat. Yeah, she's a heel. That CEO entrance is fucking awful. Queen Tiffany Stratton, Mono, we could be right. We could be. It's a really interesting Queen of the Ring. The Final Four is very compelling. CE, no. I love how the AEW marks go real quiet, like when something bad is happening. They're like, oh, we don't know what to say. We'll just point out innocuous shit. And we'll point out shit that Vince McMahon used to do. We'll ignore the good stuff. I don't know what to do. Help me. My head's spinning. My neck beard's itchy. Help me. Mercedes getting booed, as she should. She sucks. CEO, this ain't OnlyFans. It's not even. Still referencing WWE. Yeah, nonstop. They can't help it. Right? They got to keep going back to the WWE well, because that's the relevance. Mercedes is horribly overrated. I agree. And here comes the Continental Championship match. The Rainmaker coming to the ring. I guess I'll take some votes on this one. Who do you got? Who do you got? Who wins? And why is it Okada? So we all know that this match is going to end with a brawl, right? We all know that there's going to be, like, we want to talk about, again, the fans say that one company tends to be more predictable. So we all know that this fight, like 3 of the matches tonight, are going to end in a brawl, right? We know that, right? And the overrun, it's going to just be fighting. It's going to look like anarchy in the arena. Sammy Guevara is going to come back to help, right? Is anyone going to be surprised? Dallas 2-2 after 2. That's a hell of a series. That is a hell of a series. And if Dallas can dump Colorado, whoo, watch out for Dallas. I'm with you, Damian. If she goes full heel, it's better for business. She is a bigger draw. Then we have to find out if she can stay healthy for more than 3 matches. Here comes Dax. Either AEW tribalists don't know what to say or they just gaslight you. That's it. I mean, again, like I said earlier tonight, this is the wrestling utopia. We take all the arguments, unbiased. We watch all the wrestling. If we like it, we tell you we like it. If we hate it, we tell you we hate it. And it's just the gaslighting. It's always the, oh, you just hate it. You don't want to see it. Guys, just put facts on paper. Write shit down. Like, write out both rosters and go, oh, shit. That company doesn't have as much talent as that company. Write out the numbers. How are each business doing? How are ticket sales going? How are the analytics going? How is the wrestling going? Because Monday Night Raw had better wrestling for the whole show than Wednesday night tonight. And I'll take that argument any day of the week. Monday has been better than Wednesday this week. So if Triple H starts beating Tony at his own game, starts going work rate, starts giving us 6, 7, 8 matches every Raw, and we get Ilya Ricochet. All right. Name one match that we got tonight that was equivalent to Ilya Ricochet. I'll wait. Give me one match tonight that was as good as Sheamus and Gunther. I'll wait. Give me one match tonight that was as good as Jey Uso and Ilya. I'll wait. Yeah. So why are we so fixated on I got to stick my ground? Why can't you watch and go, shit, maybe this could be better? But Okada and Dax kicking off. Get in the poll. Let me know who you're taking, Alexis, thank you. Do the Continental belt is more important than the heavyweight title? What I will say, D, is that the way I will defend it is this is a title match. That was an eliminator match. I don't agree, but that's how I will help AEW tonight. Cody entrance, LOL. Oh boy. Cody's entrance. I don't know what you're referring to, Easy Bake. Oh, Okada coming through the middle? Yeah. The Elite coming through the middle is cute. Again, CM Punk is more over in AEW still. CM Punk's living in the head. They did a whole storyline because CM Punk did an interview. That's not good. Tony letting us know, set your DVRs, Jim Cornette. He didn't say the Jim Cornette part. I know who they're talking to. Oh, Cody for the win. Let's go. I love that. 83% going Okada. Who is picking Dax Harwood? Or is that just wishful thinking? Wishful thinking's allowed, folks. My first time watching the Rainmaker in action in AEW. There you go, Ronan. See if you enjoy it. Big chop by Dax. Okada versus Dax main eventing feels off because this match wasn't built up. It's not built up. It's not your biggest stars. And technically it should have been in the middle of the show because that's where this is a mid-card rivalry for me. But we all know what's going to happen. We're going to get a brawl. That's all this is here for. Okada wins. Danielson comes out to help, gets destroyed. MCMG. I don't know about the MCMG, Daniel. Doesn't make sense anymore. Danielson comes out to get help. I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, I don't love it just because I don't like the. All right, we're gonna do. I understand Eddie had to come out, but if you just pull a full thing, I don't know. And some people were making me doubt whether MCMG would work yet. And if they come in, do they have to lose? I assume the baby faces are going to lose to the Elite, or the Elite story is silly. I'd interact with Willow either on AEW TV before she came in. The overrun makes sense now because this match will be 20 minutes plus a beatdown angle. Yes. And I will point out we've had several of those tonight. Yeah, I don't know. Ask the AEW marks. Okody ain't better Rainmaker than me. Hashtag Drizzle. There you go. It's always good to see FTR. Yeah. Again, I think that's just somebody I would love to see more out of. I would love to see them be like the pinnacle of a really strong tag team division. I really would. They did the job, and they're going to do another job. And they're happy to take the paycheck, so I get it. But people worry about wins and losses. Like I had somebody bring up Jey Uso. You worried about Jey Uso? FTR has been looking like shit for over a year, just taking beatings. The last time the FTR had a good match or a good rivalry was with the Bullet Club. What happened now? Come on, just give me more. I don't, just make it make sense. Gotta love the block button on here. I never use it, not very often. It's extreme cases. Strongly disagree. No Raw women match was better than Swerve and Cage. No Raw women's match was better. I don't know. I liked Io. Who even said that? Are you being funny, Vin? What? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Can't be for certain. We'd have to go through it. I'm going for Okada for the win. That makes sense. Okada plus Rico versus Ilya was last week. Either way, when was the last time we got a match like that on Dynamite? Fletcher and Ospreay. Raw lost more than half of his audience, stopping over 1.8 million. When was the last time that Dynamite hit 800,000 and stayed on average? It's been a minute. When have they hit 1 million? Again, you're playing a game that's silly. You sound like Chris Jericho. This is probably Chris Jericho. Freebird as a name. Gunther, Kofi, Zoe, Lyra, Iro, Shayna, all great Raw matches. Yeah, Gunther, Kofi was good. I'll give you that. What's up, Vance? How you doing? None of these matches tonight were any better than Jay's match on Raw, 100%. Okada is the John Cena of AEW. Fact. Well, he was the John Cena of New Japan. He's kind of like the mid-card John Cena of AEW. I don't know. He doesn't feel like a John Cena type here. Not yet, anyway. At least the title being defended in the main event is actually an AEW title this week. Facts. That's an improvement, Scott. The reason for the Punk storyline because it was the lost money on Punk, his old man. No, they did it because they were petty, childish, and pathetic, and it was embarrassing. A grown ass man went on an interview, and Tony Khan could have went on an interview and answered questions like an adult, but he refused to. And the same tribal list came running out when Triple H refused to answer questions, so it's ironic. But nonetheless, back to the point, Punk embarrassed that company. I think Punk got himself fired on purpose at All In, to be honest with you. So you saw the footage. I think he knew, like, all right, I'm going to choke this kid. Fuck it. He didn't want to be there anymore. They shouldn't have had him there once they had the fight. But because of egos, childishness, immaturity, and a lack of business sense, they were unable to turn that into money at all. People like the Bucks run, and they are hurting this company. And Freebird, honestly, the blind fans, the blind, ignorant fans are hurting this company. The ones that feed the Bucks' ego, the ones that feed Tony Khan's ego, they are hurting this company more than anybody. The Dave Meltzers of the world. The company is killing itself. Their fan base has been reduced to almost half of what it used to be. It is they can't sell more than 3,000 tickets to a Dynamite. They are a third full in gigantic buildings that are just echoing. They can't show the crowd. They have to show the ceiling because if they show the crowd, you realize nobody's fucking there. Wrestlers in the back are getting tired of some of it. More and more wrestlers are leaving to go to WWE and will continue to go to WWE. AEW needs to pull its socks up. And again, you can throw out anything you want. They are a sinking ship and they need to plug some holes quick. You can be in denial, but when the boat goes down, you're going to be in the freezing water, just like the rest of us. So at the end of the day, I mean, you can keep blowing up shit, but you're just wasting your time because you're not coming with anything of substance. It's all just my feelings. I like them, so they're the best. I like them, so it's got to be better. That's fine. Do you, boo-boo. But again, it is the fan base, the Meltzers, the blindness of TK, the Young Bucks, the Chris Jerichos that are killing this company, that are watching this company head in the complete and utter wrong direction. Period. But with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Okada's got a lock on Dax looking for the Rainmaker. Let me see how the poll went. How did we do in the poll? Everybody's picking Okada. Who gives a shit? About half the people are content with what they have, no higher expectations. Fair enough. I've begun shooting competition with the neighbor's kid from Cash. My competitor is 5 years old. Wish me luck. I don't get it. But anyway, big right hand by Dax. No soul, rolled through. Nice suplex by Dax. Good luck, Tony. Okada and Tozawa. Okada is the Tozawa of AEW. At least Tozawa is entertaining. Scott Rizzo, that is fucking awesome. I don't put Kenny in there. I think Kenny's the sensible one out of the group. And I could actually see Kenny leaving AEW one day and going to WWE just for that moment. If you can get a Kenny Omega AJ Styles feud, Kenny Omega, Cody. Again, there's possibilities there, but the Bucks, yeah, for sure. Jericho for sure. Tony for sure. I mean, again, I don't really fault Tony. How the fuck are you going to have any sense of reality if you grew up in a world where you didn't know any better? He has no sense of the real world. Let's be honest. Going for a sharpshooter, Dax is. Bum, 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 bum. Rolling through. This show was a yawn. This main event's a fucking yawn. I'll tell you that much. What's an interview for you? Down goes Harwood. 2, 2, 2. We get a deep 2. Rush is finally wrestling again. Wish it wasn't on Rampage. Yeah, it's kind of funny. They made a big deal about we got a package for Roche, and he's going straight to Rampage. I don't know. I don't know. Crowd went mild. Yeah, the crowd is just falling into nothing. No, again, when you don't book things in the right order, you heard it. Yeah, I mean, again, the crowd's flat as fuck. Dax looks around, gets a little bit of a cheer. It's embarrassing. Some ad time so they could do an overrun and fudge the ratings. Yeah, but the smart people figure it out. The idiots jump for joy. Stephen Pinu. Stephen Pinu. I always imagined what it would be like to have two brain cells rubbing together furiously to try and be coherent. Thank you for showing us. Hey, now keep the gloves above the waist there, Boston. But yeah, at the end of the day, it is what it is, folks. The main event rolls on. And yeah, again, a little flat, a little flat. Now they remind us, oh, we're bumping heads. Bumping heads. FTR. Oh, Dax holding on. All right, AEW fans. Why is this match better than some of the matches I saw this week? Yeah. No crowd. Crowd, they killed the crowd with this. Nobody cares. I agree with you, Richard. 100%, man. Oh, Kata rolls into. Oh, rolls through. Oh, no. Oh, 2 count, 2 count, 2 count. This crowd is just biding the time for the Ring of Honor taping. They are going to asphalt. They are going to go to ape shit. Yeah, right. For the big stars. For the big stars. This is an okay main event. It's just lackluster. A tombstone. Holy fuck. You all know how I feel about tombstones. Meltzer already gave it 5 stars. The minute they booked it, it was done. I've been trying to hold back AJ. Yeah, well, again, some people just want the audience. Hulk Hogan is the 4th man. I hope so. I fucking hope so. It's Ric Flair. Fuck, even better. I swear, I wish Swerve's match was the main event. I agree. A much better match. I actually think that match is going to be better than the double or nothing match with Christian. So I had no issue with that match at all. TK is the 4th man. Just TK in one of those like bear fighting suits. Supplementer. I'm watching New Japan. Are you actually watching New Japan? Or easy for me to say, Jesus Christ. Or are you watching this thinking it's New Japan? As Okada grabs the belt. Rolling through, folks. Rolling through. Low blow. Rainmaker. Shitty ending. Meh. Yeah, right. I'm surprised we are getting this match overage on the time. Yeah, like considerably over. Like, holy shit, over. I didn't even realize we had gone that late. But here comes another beatdown. Have we had too many of these tonight? Have we had too many of these tonight? Here comes Danielson as predicted. Jimmy Hart and the Giants. Tony Schiavone's the fourth man. And they put the graphic up. Remember, but they have gone well over. Holy shit. That's funny. That's funny. Darby Allin is back. Coming in from behind. Darby Allin is back, folks. And he's got a gripe. Big pop for Darby. Good job, Darby. I like this ending. I'm okay with this. But Darby, look, they added him to the graphic. Boom. Other than his broken fucking nose. Darby Allin is back to join Team AEW. And that's what we waited 12 minutes extra for tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Dynamite. We are done. We're off the air. Let me know in the chat. How did you feel about the show? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? Let me know, folks. I am all ears. I'm just trying to see what the score in the hockey game is. But yeah, interesting ending. Darby Allin has returned. He will join Danielson and FTR to take on the Elite in Anarchy in the Arena. They said he looks healthy. He looks great, other than, he got hit by a bus. 3-2 Colorado. All right. What's the beatdown count on tonight's show? I think total was 5. So that's, again, guys. I mean, I know people want to argue little stupid shit, but let's be real. There was a lot of that. 3 beatdowns is overkill. I think there's 5. Why not hit his music and trying to listen to pop? They did. So that's where I popped, because I heard his music. I heard it right away. And now I'm just thrilled it wasn't fucking Sammy Guevara. WWE wanted Okada, but they weren't willing to change their budgetary offer. They weren't willing to expand. They weren't willing to pay him more than others. So, yeah, I think they would have liked Okada. I'm not going to deny that. And honestly, I think Okada would probably be doing something better if he had not gone to where he is. The emo skater is back. Listen, I like Darby. I mean, I know he's a little ball of dirt, but man, the kid throws all he's got into everything. I like him. Anarchy in the Arena is just meant for him, so we're good. And he's wearing pink. We're okay with pink. Damn, that bus ain't got nothing on Darby. Yeah, Darby's good. You should see the bus. How are the Elite going to take out Darby if a New York City bus couldn't? Darby is back. Didn't he get run over? Yeah, he did. In the face. Darby versus a bus in a cage next week. Yeah, let's go. Darby as the fourth man is so lame. I'm okay with it. I think what happens for me, guys, is I get to a point where whether I love or hate the booking, I accept the booking. So here we are. We're in this situation. We need somebody to fill in. Well, if it's not Darby, then who would it be? I like Darby. Darby has history. There's storytelling here. I got to give them flowers. The haters will yell at me if I don't give them some flowers. So you give them credit. Darby has history with the Bucks. Obviously, what happened with the Bucks leading into Sting's farewell and all that. It all makes sense. We're good. However, correct me if I'm wrong. It wasn't the Bucks that took Darby out, right? Am I wrong? It was someone else. Maybe it's the vitamins. I got to figure that out. I'm torn. Darby makes more sense in Team AEW. It's better than Sammy Guevara. Way better. Welcome back, Darby. He did have a beak, so if anyone was curious, I'm happy with Darby. I'm okay with Darby as well. Darby is wearing bathroom mat. So Tony clearly doesn't care about Darby's well-being. See, I don't. Yeah. I put the onus on athletes. You sign up to play football, you're going to get hit in the head. You sign up to play hockey, you're going to get punched in the mouth. You sign up to wrestle and you want to jump off shit, that's on you. Yeah, if he shows up, says he's good to go, the doctor says he's good to go, he's a grown-ass man. Go. How is Darby back? He's supposed to be out a year. Apparently not. Apparently he's good. He's running around. I don't know. Some cortisone in that foot. He's good to go. I don't know. I did not expect Darby because he was supposed to be on the shelf. 5.9 out of 6 or out of 10. Jesus Christ. Darby doesn't care about his own well-being. Facts. 6.527 out of 10. Okay, Steve. That's actually a little more mild than I anticipated. Darby healed quick. Yeah, he's made of rubber. I keep saying it. The fucking guy is made of rubber. 6 out of 10. 5.9 out of 10. A big 6. This is why I stopped watching AEW, period. Dale, you're like the voice of reason in the middle of all of it. This is why I can't do this. Yeah, I mean, again, listen, I really want the show to be quality. I do. I really do. Again, I get it. I get why people are frustrated with the product, right? Segment 1, 3, 6, 9, all have, or 8, all have, aftermaths, brawls, like you did the same shit over and over and over and over. And it was the same last week and the week before. And there's got to be an evolution here. There's got to be a better way. Just throw them all out there, and then we'll just throw random people. And as long as they're fighting, people don't give a fuck. Damn, Darby's superhuman. He's rubber. He's fucking rubber. 6 out of 10. 5.5 out of 10. I thought Darby had a broken foot and nose. His nose still looks broken, and I imagine it is because it was just a couple weeks ago that he got smashed in the face. But I don't know about his foot. I thought his foot was fucked. Legitimately fucked. 4.85 out of 10. What the fuck was that shit? Out of 10 deep pass. 7 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Just fucking shoot me. Fuck AEW. Tony. Hey, I make a promise every single week. We start Wednesdays with hope. We started with the hopium. We come in positive, and hey, call it the way we see it. And yeah, what the fuck are y'all doing? Someone tell me the Bucks not to try and run over Darby. It won't work. Knowing them at Anarchy in the Arena, there'll be like a bus stop, like a bus spot. Like they get outside the arena. One of the Bucks is driving a short bus. 4-2 Colorado. 5, says Denisha. 5 seems fair. Exactly, Damien. He broke his ankle and had to cancel Evers. Who took him out, though? Was it not the Undisputed Kingdom? Yeah, no, it was Bullet Club. It was fucking Bullet Club. So technically, if Darby was to come back, his beef would be with Bullet Club. No? All right, maybe I'm being picky. But wait, right? 5.3. I woke up, so a solid 6. I like that, Mike. We started Wednesday with hopium, but we always leave with copium. Yeah, fucking hell. Fucking copious fucking headache. 5.5. So where did all the pro AEW folks go that were blowing up the chat? Where's their 2 cents? Oh, I don't see them. That's funny. They go quiet. Other than jabbing at WWE, they don't really seem to cheer for their own. Robert Cortez always does, though. 7.5 out of 10. A little bit high for my taste, but I know you're a fan, so that's fair. I'll accept that. You didn't go crazy. 7.5 I can live with. No, I was talking about Danielson's music. I put that comment in before. Oh, my bad. All right, timing. Yeah, maybe. I've been considering the crowd have been quiet all night. What were the big spots? Swerve was big. Them chanting CM Punk was big. The big cancer that he is. So, yeah, I don't know. So funny. Yeah, where did Freebird go? No rating, no 10 out of 10. 6.5. The ending, I give it a 7. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call last call. My rating tonight, I'm going to go flat 6. I think 6 is fair. I don't believe it was a solid show. I believe there was a couple good matches in there. I enjoyed the tag match at the beginning, but again, started with a brawl, ended with a brawl. The next thing was a brawl, everywhere, brawl. Yeah. I mean, again, you just got to clean it up. The main event was flat as fuck. And it was an okay match at best. Poor main event. The women, again, Willow was one of my third favorite part of the night. I think 6 is a fair assessment tonight. So I'm going to go 6 on Dynamite. I'm going to try and click these last few. Damien going 5.9. Jay White took him out. Thank you, Richard. It just dawned on me. So wouldn't Darby want to beat up Jay White? I guess he's got a great, do what the bosses says. Darby is AEW Sting, and the way we are headed towards a watered down NWO versus WCW or Elite versus AEW. Facts, 100%. I completely in agreement with you. That's kind of where we're building now. But again, it's usually like we have a common enemy. We came together, and opposed to like just random picks of like, you come here. You're like, but I'm in a group. They're like, we don't care. All right. Technically, storyline wise, Darby should be going after Jay White. Yeah, there you go. I thought so. I thought it was crazy. I was like, wait a minute. It's Darby Allin and the Elite are going to wear a bunch of exploding shoes, thumbtacks. Yeah, they're going to wait till we're going to get the pump spots for sure, but I almost don't blame them. Darby missed, 2 months? Yeah, I don't understand. I thought he legitimately broke his foot. He came back faster than Adam Cole. The fuck did Adam Cole do to his foot? We also don't know the details on it. For all we know, doctors could have cleared Darby, and they could have said it would be longer to try and do a surprise pop. Yeah, maybe. I have no idea. I don't pretend to guess on stuff like that. I'll wait and see what the reports are. Shocked that he's okay. I got hit by a bus like 8 days ago. Darby. All right. We're gonna skim down. Tony and Deeb been flat feud, 100%. The problem and why a lot of these feuds are falling flat, guys, is the people in the feuds are fighting with other people. Everybody, right? Tony had a grudge match with Harley. Why are you having a grudge match 10 days away from a pay-per-view match? With someone else, not with your competitor, not with the person you're in a match with. Help me understand. Swerve fights Brian Cage in what was a grudge eliminator match. Why? Swerve has a contender. Why didn't he fight Nick Wayne? Why didn't he fight the dinosaur? 4 out of 10. I was hoping Briscoe. Briscoe would have been amazing. I like that. Where has Briscoe been? Has anybody seen Briscoe? I know Briscoe won a title. Where's he been? Andre wants that one back 100%, but now we're looking at 4-3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to tap out. We are plowing through all this. 4 out of 10 free birds. 4 out of 10 free birds. 4 free birds out of 10 blackbirds. 5 out of 10 odds. I like that. Yeah, Jay White took out Darby. Yeah, took me a second to get there, but I got there. Darby wrapped his foot in duct tape and said, fuck it. All right, the red green of wrestling. Could be. Yeah, I mean, a foot's a funny thing, right? Like, again, they made it sound like he was going to be out. He had to cancel Everest. Then I hadn't heard about him, and then he got hit by a bus. Now he's back, so I have no idea. Tony and Deeb was rushed. Yeah. And again, I just find it weird. Like, to me, stuff that's super important is like in the back with Renee. Shit that I don't care about is like in the ring. Like, why is Jericho getting an in-ring segment with Hook, but Swerve has to do shit in the back? Ospreay? You don't want to bring Ospreay out in front of the people? Ospreay and Roddy couldn't have an exchange in front of the people? I don't get it. All right. I'm taking his advice. Red, green, and deed. Yeah. All right. Well, if you can't be handy, be handsome. Or if you can't be handsome, be handy. Either way, figure it out, folks. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the stream. That is Dynamite. That is the show. We are back tomorrow, 8 p.m. We are going to go live for a little bit of Rumble, a little bit of TNA. Me and Anthony are going to have a lot of fun. And then we are back on Friday for SmackDown. Be a friend, tell a friend, click all the links below, follow us on all the socials. And thank you so much for being here with us. We appreciate all of you. We are driving towards 5K. If you can take our link and share it with anybody else out in that world, please do so. We want to hit our next milestone. Can't believe we're almost at 5K in just 2 years. Super thrilled, super appreciative. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. On behalf of Big Nick, on behalf of Anthony, on behalf of the Wrestling for Life Network, I'm Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and I'm saying good night. See you on the flip side. Bye.